That of fear we cannot release to the public because we must know that people are suffering. Think of it. If we decide to give labor people 60,000 naira or 62,000 naira, why not generalize it to House Assembly members, to senatorial members, to House Arrest members, to our governors? All of them are civil servants. Are they not? Yeah. So if all of them are civil servants, why are these people slaves? Have they come to serve who? Because we cannot imagine why somebody can be amassing billions and billions and billions, sitting allowance, newspaper allowance, wardrobe allowances, vehicle allowances, and what they call suffering allowances or what? Eh? Suffering allowances. So the people that should have such allowance should be the poor masses in the villages. If a teacher, how much are they being paid for those who are grooming our children for us? How much are they being paid? Our nurses, how much are they being paid? Our doctors, how much are they being paid? Let us be realistic. Our civil servants that wake up from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, they wake up early and come back late. How much are they being paid? And look at the level of inflation in the country. How are we becoming sincere? All of us should know we are not sincere. So I am pleading with the government that a stitch in time can save 9. It's a matter of handling the bull by the horn, tactfully, but very, very speedy. Because if they are not careful, this crisis of a thing can be hijacked and nobody will know the ripples effect. If they succeed in doing that, everybody will be endangered. If the government now will go on strike, labor will say, don't come out. No vehicle will move. Nobody will sell petrol. NEPA will not work. And so who will survive? At the end of it all, we begin to correct what we could have saved. So we can say that it may be a medicine after death. I don't know the labor people. I don't have contact with any government person I discuss with. Since I came back from the monastery experience, I've been praying and been watching the situation. Even the poor masses don't even have the morale to come and report to me again because many of them join to say, Farambaka, keep quiet. Farambaka, keep quiet. Face your priestly work and forget the prophetic. Stop talking to the leaders. Now they are being victimized. They don't even have the face to come to me. I'm only speaking because I have the passion. It is a call. It is my mission to defend the less privileged people. And woe betide me if the poor masses are suffering and I'm silent because of what? At the end, who will not die? Even the rich people who are getting billions, will they carry one kobo into the casket? They should use their conscience. They should know they are created by God. There was a time they were like these poor masses. Why should they allow the poor masses to suffer like this? And they are paying their fare to eat. What about constituency allowances? Where do they go? Internal generated revenues. How do they account for it? Talk more about security votes that come from there. Is it for anybody to enrich himself? What is actually happening is an inhumanity of man to man. Let us tell the truth. God is not happy with what is happening to the poor masses of Nigerians. And the leaders are provoking crisis that they may not be able to carry when the time comes. Please, from the presidency to the least, in the rank of the leadership, to the local government people, let them have meeting immediately and take care of these poor masses.
Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to you all, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us today. Today is Sunday night, June 2024. We don't come back again, my people. We're going to continue from where we stop. That's all we do here. I appreciate every one of you for your time with us. Thank you so much for what you guys are doing, for your encouragement, your support, anything you know you're doing to encourage this movement. May God bless you all. It's not easy, we need to continue to encourage ourselves. I appreciate every one of you right there. I would like to quickly acknowledge some of you right there on the comment section again, even though I know that I've already showcased almost everybody that is right there on the screen. Mother for all Mommy Diaspora, good evening to you, Mommy. Thank you very much for all you do. We appreciate you for your love, your support. Thank you very much, Mommy. I would like us to move on right now. Okay, I can see more people coming. Shuko Amaka, thank you very much for joining us, Madam Ellen. Kingsley Ogera, CXL, Rosie Ayosh, SO, thank you. I appreciate every one of you. Madam Stella Masavedo, thank you very much for joining us today, and happy birthday to you once again. I celebrate you. I wish you good life, good health, long life, and all the good things of life. Thank you very much, everyone, right there. Peggy Modi, Bryce Trustle, Sarah Daddy, Sabovo Kongai, Apachai Nofe, my dear sister, I can see you as well. Thank you, my wonderful people. Dr. Happy Life in the building, Amaka Fujebi, thank you very much, man. Okay, my people, I appreciate you, my wonderful people. But I want us to quickly move on. But while we are moving on, I'm going to post out a link for those of you that want to come in. You should start coming in now before I will say this, because I have something to say. Love God is my strength is just coming in. Good evening to you, man. Thank you very much. Assemblies of Jehovah Fire Ministry. Good evening to you. JB Atomic Bay. Thank you. It's been a while. It's good to hear from you. Washington Morgan in the building. God bless you all. Under Patricia Tagbojumi, thank you very much, man. I can see you. Thank you very much. Good evening to you. Thank you. God bless you all, my people. Yeah, Father Ibaka don't come talk now, say. I can't be listening at the sense of Father Ibaka where is criticize Obi, so Obi cannot be a president and he cannot do this, cannot do that. Is the one complaining today. You see life. You see, this is it. Eh? I don't understand. All of una wey don't complain, say na so, na so, na so. You look today now, you could not boldly support Peter Obi. Father Ibaka refused to support Peter Obi in 2023 general election. All of una see statement for here, or rather across the social media platforms. It's sad. It's sad. But look where we are today. But I'd like us to move on right now. You know, thank you very much. Madam, look, I can't see you. I don't know if you are the one there. Thank you very much. I appreciate you all. Okay, yes, thank you, man. Thank you. All right, I would like us to quickly move on. Let me take these articles. As you all know that we have two topic to talk about today. As you can see right there already, please do your part. Press on the like, help us to share. Our visibility today is quite low, although it's always like that Sunday. Drug barons are not as bad as human traffickers, says Tinubu's appointee, Abike Dabiri. Now hear that statement. Drug barons are not as bad as human traffickers. You know, now Tinubu appointee, I talk that one, Abike Dabiri. You know, so I'll just leave that one there in case you want to read more. This one is coming from People's Gazette. You can go read more right there. But I'd like us to move on now. Destiny, thank you. I can see already. Thank you. You know, okay. I'd like us to quickly move on with what I have for you guys here. I still have about 2 articles to go. Sowore, you know, I'll not say yesterday, he lambasted on Peter Obi once again. But I thought I should bring it here because some people were already accusing me that I deliberately don't want to talk about it. I don't deliberately skip anything on this platform, my people. If I'm not saying, I'm not saying. Simple as ABCD. You guys cannot turn me to become a perfect person. I never tell you before, so I'll be a perfect person. I'm not saying, I'm not saying. So if I see him, I see him. You know, and if even though I see him late, if it's not part of what I've put together, I might not want to talk about it. And you are aware that most times that we are on live here, there are breaking news going on channels and this that we don't talk about it. I wait for another 24 hours before I talk about it. For me, I'm not the rush. I'm not that kind of person with the rush. Breaking news come out, your rush, my quick little break out. You should know me by now. I'm not that kind of person. You know, meanwhile, as you can see right there, Peter Obi is a packaged fraud, just like Buhari, Nasowore, Nayataka Migeso. But Peter Obi not be the president of Nigeria right now. The presidential flag bearer of the African Action Congress AAC, Amoyele Sowore, has boldly claimed that his Labour Party counterpart, Peter Obi, was fraudulently packaged for the 2023 election to deceive Nigerians. You know, so, okay, let me just go to his quote. I think that would be better. What is true is that I have a general disdain for the dishonesty of the Nigerian politicians. I have a disdain for the lackluster performance, and whenever anybody then comes up as a politician or who wants to run Nigeria, they come with a fraudulent packaging. My default position is to warn people first and then expose them later. My position about Peter Obi has been consistent. The same way my position about Tinubu has been consistent. It is only that the people who are now on the internet as influencers weren't born at the time when I have been against all the terrible politicians, including those in the military. Otherwise, you would have known that in 2006 and 2008, I was the first to expose Tinubu's drug history in Chicago, but the people who now follow Peter Obi were not interested at that time because it wouldn't favor them. But in 2022, they suddenly realized that Tinubu was a druggie and took it and ran away with it without giving credit to Sahara Reporter, which was the platform that was used in publishing it at that time. Then he went on. So we already talk for a year. Is there any need to read it? You know, he talked many things here because some of them, you know, when I was cotton and forget so we record they attack me today.
I beg read them, make we hear. I beg read them.
Okay. Let me let me continue. I was the one who exposed Atiku's corruption, including the bribes he collected, to the extent that Atiku ran away from the US based on the report done by Sahara Reporter on his corruption. This included the corruption between him and Obasanjo, including using educational funds to buy cars for their girlfriends and how they were stealing them. It was me and Sahara Reporter who did that. I and Sahara Reporter also found out that Peter Obi was building substandard hospitals and never built schools, as it later revealed. He was investing state money in his private business and carrying money in cash to APAP, one of which was 250 million naira, and the police arrested them, Peter Obi, and found out that he was stealing money. All these things are on Sahara Reporter now. So if some people now go and repackage Obi and claim that he's going to help Nigeria work, and I say to them, my full chest, that this is a package fraud, and you get upset about that, that is not my problem, even though you want verse. Now, it is already talked with that too. He continued that you love fraudsters is not my mistake. People love Buhari too, until his tenure killed their parents. Some families were wiped out. Peter Obi is nothing compared to the way the fraudulent Buhari was packaged. Buhari used to get 12 million votes every election season until he won in 2015. Was he not loved? Question. What did we get from it? Insecurity, killings, corruption of imaginable proportion. So if we tell you that we know Peter Obi and that is not what he's presented to be, and you say you must impose this on Nigeria, and we say no, we don't accept that, now you get upset. It is your right to be upset, or that you love him. Is it your right to love him? But it is also our right to keep saying the truth as we know it and as we understand it. So the emotional aspect of it is nothing new. There is no politician in the world that doesn't have followers. If you go to the US, Donald Trump has followers who are willing to kill themselves. There was even a man who went to set himself ablaze in front of the district court where he was undergoing trial. What is new about that? Question. But that doesn't change the fact about Peter Obi's tenure. As an as an 8 years governor in Anambra State who didn't build a school, not a single road, not a single hospital that you can count exists. They will say, go and verify. And when you verify to them, they, Obi supporters, say, no, we are not going to accept it. That's not my problem. And I know that some of you fell for those things. But you also now know, see that Peter Obi's position, I maintain that is not different from the rest of them, is coming into play. He himself knows that he's fraud and he knows this. Kai. In anybody that Obasanjo is supporting, Babangida is supporting, Doyin Okukpe, even Doyin Okukpe has come to say that they were fraudulently packaging themselves to use the Labour Party to hook weak Nigerians so that the point. So that's the point. So, wow, I don't force me read this thing. I will not read this thing. Now, headline that they read, headline. But nevertheless, some of you don't counter me since yesterday. You don't want to talk about this. You know, tell me what so we already talk now. We never had talk before. I don't know, but let me take my other this thing and my work I do for you. Madam Rita, now you be that. Okay, thank you. All right, let me quickly bring this one. Hey God, I'm not too worried for this media. Me don't know what me want to do again. When until they counter me like say, wanna leave me alone. As I say until they read them. How they accuse me say I see something, I pretend say I don't see them. Wait till so they can't talk now. We never fair talk. American military veterans demand release of Nnamdi Kanu. Okay, that one is just I'm not going to read more, but that's it. Release Nnamdi Kanu. We don't talk that one so many times on this platform, but I'm going to switch right now. In case any of you want to talk on this, should we discuss this first before switching? My people on the panel, should we just discuss this first before switching? Can anybody answer me in the panel? Or I should continue?
What you are presenting.
Because so that we know the next topic is
Everything now once. So that because you know when we start, maybe we'll get chance to present the rest. Just
Not
present
true.
everything.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. Okay, thank you very much, my people. Everybody do full now. Let's just present everything. Anyway, you guys can see we have two topics right there. The other topic is the one of Andrew. His name is Andrew Amaechi Ochekwo. I don't know whether I pronounce that Ochekwo or Sheko, something like that. Andrew Amaechi is a British citizen. According to the TikTok, I use speech in TikTok. Mute yourself. Now, who come in so way you mute yourself? Okay, Jonathan. I don't understand. You just come in. Everything they happen for your area, for the whole Canada, we can't hear them for here. Thank you. All right. Make I use speech in talk because say this topic it get as it just a day. I just don't want to talk about them, but we'll talk about them. This Andrew Amaechi, so they say for UK, they don't look for him before. Say indoor rape many people for that side. It can't run come Nigeria. Say Nigeria now where they accept anybody. As they can't come now, it can't buy a way in and all that, blah blah blah. According to the way people they talk, allegedly, so he can sit down, get back for inside Nigeria. Begin they use our girls. They buy the one way they buy. They take their organs. They sell them. They say they're plenty, for that their group, whether they gotta do this thing. But I not see them all. I heard they tell you, say them. So at the end of the day now these two girls now I can't draw a leg come out. Say hook up for our country. It don't become a lucrative business for our women, including married women and single ladies. Yes, so hook up everywhere. Now Nigeria now they see say mama, a old mother will tell you if 14 years old daughter make it travel, when you go Ghana, may go do whatever way you want to do, may bring money come house. It's happening. See the one we new come out the other day now where some days ago, I'm not feel showcase them because they be children. So it's happening most of their parents are aware of what is happening. Make una not allow them deceive you and say, oh, children, 15 years, 14 years, 16 years, travel, go Ghana. Now their mama, you know, see the one way 3 of them from the same parents travel together. You want to tell me, say, Papa and Mama, no. They know. Now they can do the connection. I beg, take my daughter. They know what they're doing. So hook up now, that'll be lucrative business for Nigeria. You know, not be ordinary, not be only people where they suffer, they do this hook up in case we don't know. You know, 65% of our Nigerian female celebrities are all doing hook up. If I'm not mistaken, it could be more, but it can never be less on that statistic. 65% of them, all of them are doing hook up. You know, so this is so not justified by saying, oh, in case some of that we want to talk later, the government has failed. I mean that they do. No, many of them are already driving G-Wagon. They are still doing the hookup till tomorrow. That's what they do. You know, now waiting they ought to be that. In fact, some of them even they divorce their husband now to have the proper freedom to engage on the hookup for Nigeria right now. Right now. I'm not talking about the past. Right now, it's happening. So now, these same people now, they have become a satanic role model to young children that believe that I go fit do am as long as I'm just 14 and all that. I get Bobby, I get this, I get blah blah, I get all these things. So make I join them more go gather do this thing. So now we deal with this. But meanwhile, let's come back to this. I believe these are the kind of things this satanic Andrew Amaechi now you see. Let me capitalize on this. Make I go Nigeria. Make I all go finish them since they like money. Well, not be small. So the one now where he pay me for his side, say one of these two girls where they see so one of them a married woman, you know, na Ghanaian, na she be. Her husband come cry, come and come say, I say don't try reach for this for my wife. I dey give her money, I dey give her everything. He tell me, say, he want to go see a friend for Nigeria. He don't know, say, na hook up, now they go. Now, go see why many husbands don't allow their wife to associate with single friends. Now, you don't know now. Some of them, they talk, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Thank God, so una don't know now. You know, because normally, tell me what married woman and single woman go to discuss. Especially single woman who is not responsible, for example. Because they're full Nigeria. Many of them not responsible. They deliberately don't want to marry, you know. So, and they are doing this hookup for a living. So, your wife will come be friend with that kind of person. You go be as you get now. I be no know. Now, so they say, they come discuss and say, how far? Wait till they stop now. If they come, carry your friend, come. I'm going to say, if I can't carry my friend, come here, now 1 million naira. Now you will pay, each of us will collect 500K. Say, this one might be the conversation for here. Why I put for screen? So that was how the conversation started. You know, tell us, Andrew, come say, okay, no wahala. How much? I say 1 million naira. Because of 1 million naira, okay, all right, 1 million for both of us. Now, again, I talk that one. They there. I don't want to read it, but this screen. And Andrew can say, no problem. Go pay 1 million. I'll pay. Now the guy tell the other one with the gun and say, he don't agree, make you enter road, they come. The married one we don't marry, so married woman, that can enter road, he can't come. If you say me, you look at these people, how much it take buy flight tickets we take off from Ghana? If you remove that flight ticket, come off for inside 500,000. And the flight we want to go, how much can remain for inside the 500,000? That one can go meet Andrew. You know? So now the fair one, now they say be the Ghanaian one, so I don't even know they say now it be. I said I can't go meet Andrew. They say as they come reach there now, Andrew Amaechi, any girl, I even get another girl who still confess. She take do her own hookup, go reach there. Andrew take talk and say, come bring a knife, come out. You want buy, I want to do this one. I go play all of the phone. I just say my friend do the monologue first. Make some of them understand where they come from. And so two of them come, and so we come to see them say, see situation. Even when they go safe, where did they go? The video where did they go? You know, all of the full everywhere for social media. I've heard talk and say don't be all of them will feel break on. Where did they go that place? Might see whether I get her for you. Might cook my platform na for say platform na make una for siam. Where did they go? They want to go enjoy themselves. Even when they did the place, they drink, they do everything. Okay, for example, now see when they go that place, according to the way everything is circulated, I know they there. And maybe I don't go change them later. See the video.
Bye, baby. Bye. Celine. Bye. Mama, Celine. Bye, baby. Bye. Celine. Bye.
Okay, now see now so Celine, bye baby. Now that bye now can be the last one where they come see. Very unfortunate. This story is very, very pathetic. You know, it touched me, not be small. Now so Andrew now, they say Andrew can't lock door. You can't IT they do I don't know, I know they there. Once they don't do and finish, go cut their blow, go cut their head, go cut the other one, go cut the other part, go cut the other part. They say they're plenty for the game. The way I tell the talkers, so if you don't understand, I know if you talking for English, and knows all these things are very sensitive discussion. I make people they careful. And for now, we want to talk for this thing later. Yeah, I go just say if you feel speech, it go better. To be honest, because me not understand YouTube again. YouTube they censor everything just they go. So now so they can't go there. That one can't lock door. They say it's from front, backyard, frontage, everything. Do the thing. Just scatter everywhere. So my people, our activists REC can't enter inside. Now that one can't reveal many things for us. But meanwhile, I like us to move on so that you guys can see more. But meanwhile, the man what they talk so, these two girls see them properly for them. You know, and when the husband they talk, that be this. I gave my wife Afiba everything she needed and more. She never lacked for anything. I'm at a loss as to why she allowed a single friend to influence her in this way, said husband of Afiba, one of the girls with the by Andrew Amaechi. But meanwhile, see the dude where they buy all of them, they go for that. So you understand? You know, he faced off for everywhere. Now, police can't say they don't buy him. They say the day where they buy him, I be this. Now see that car. They say they fired this car. Bish. Say this can go meet and can't die. We can't see one image. They say now he side. Now he be that and all that. But now as we they speak, most Nigerians are saying not being by they not buy, say police don't collect Ilalobo. So they collect them. I don't know, I know they there. But meanwhile, this REC can't talk and later again and say after they say they don't buy this Andrew so say don't buy. They don't let him make confess nothing at all. If true, say they buy him. After everything, they say they now withdraw money for your account. Say Andrew can't talk this. I say Andrew. REC can't talk this one. Say after Mr. Andrew was buyed, over 80 million naira was moved from his account. Harrison, I talk this one, popular Nigerian activist, Noam Harrison. So who can move this money? Who can they take this money? No, say with the country where nobody they care about anything. But see the man for here again. Go use all these beautiful tea to entice our girls. Once Nigerian girls see all this kind of tea, hey, chitara, sebo. Hey, once they see these material things, forget my brothers and sisters when they listen to me. Not be joke. All these people were there. Hey, just get money, finish. They don't mind whether they go buy, whether they not go buy. They are not interested. So now, so we tell CMO, many people don't talk for this matter. But I would like to listen to one of the videos where people don't talk for this matter before we go start to the talk. This boy can't come out now. Now, bro, then he can talk for this matter. I'm look at.
Nigerians. But they try you. Actually, I've sat down and I listened and tried to analyze this Andrew's story and his victims, and I noticed the pattern. And Nigerians are running away from the root cause of this problem. We could run away from the root cause of this problem for as long as we want to, but the root cause of the problem is still staring us in the face. All of you guys are saying, don't shame the victims, don't shame the victims. Look at the pattern. The victims, look at them fully. I've carefully gone to their social media handles and I've looked at them, the lifestyle they live. Listen, you see, this problem is a problem that stares us on the face. It's a problem that stares us in the face, where our young girls have decided to seek the fastest route to making a livelihood. You look at Andrew's social media handles, you see a very successful man living a flamboyant life. He comes and promises you, makes you an offer. Bobby, any of now way things say, you know, they happen, not lie. And all the girls that are coming to say, no, don't shame them. All of them, they do the same thing. As I speak to you now, girls, they demand 500,000 to go visit man where they never meet. Girls still they demand 500,000 to go visit man where they live some certain kind of lifestyle that they can't even verify his source of livelihood. Lekki is their commercial headquarters. Lekki is their commercial headquarters. Very soon we'll have a female population that cannot work in Nigeria. We'll have a female population that will not take a 300,000 naira salary because they can get a man on social media who will give them 500,000 naira to just come and spend 2 days. In as much as we try to run away from this nonsense, and we are trying, wait. Yes, Andrew is wrong. Andrew is a criminal. Andrew is whatever he is. But he is what he is because there are people who fall victims to that enticement. I go send them 50,000. 50,000 that's more money to Andrew. You go send them 50,000, use as transport. Oh, send me 50,000 for transport. Hey, wait. Just transport 50,000. That means if I come in, go give me 1 million. Ooh. You have 1 million yourself too. The grave. Clap for yourself. Like, make I not go find work.
Yes, this is the situation of our country. Sometimes we talk about politics, or rather, most times we talk about politics. It doesn't mean that there's no other thing that's going on in Nigeria, but we just decide to talk about the bigger one, because if we can sort out our political leaders, many other things that is not working today can work. That's why you see that we are doing what we are doing here. It's very, very unfortunate that, this is the situation, but still, I want us to start talking. Thank you very much, my people, for your time with us. Now, God will bless you now. All the story that we presented today, all is pathetic, but I want us to talk on it. If you know, say, get what you want to talk, anyhow you want to talk, and you know, say that word is forbidden word on social media, you would go pigeon or choose any other thing to talk. We all are adults here. We suppose know how to talk with it. You see that girl with the talk just now, that victim, you get some words where she want to talk that time for that video why I play. She dey spell them. You see, if the Nigeria was now people would say now Nigeria was they do all these things. She was spelling it instead of you mention the word. I beg, because say this topic, a very sensitive one, make we know how we want to talk put. I appreciate every one of you, my people. Thank you very much for your time with us, man. The Iris Finance. Thank you very much. You can see right there. Thank you very much, everyone. Timmy, DBCC, and many others. Do your part, press on the like button, help us to share. I would like to call on the first person on the panel today, which is Mother Luke. Mother Luke, okay, hold on, Mother Luke, please just hold on. Let me come back to you. I have callers that I totally almost forgot.
Are you sure it's Madam Luke that was the first person?
Oh, you left and you came back? I think so, because you are not. Hold on, sir, please, hold on. Okay, yes, you are now number 7, sir. Maybe your network failed you and you came back, so, but don't worry. Mother Rita, I can see you. Thank you. See, Mother Rita left now. Mother Rita, you are now last now. And on opposition, we
I
felt this.
didn't
Wow.
leave. Oh. I don't know what happened. But anyway.
No, you left. Your network failed and came back. Whenever you leave, you lose your position. That's what it is. Sima Director is now the last person. So for me, I don't memorize the position we are supposed to. As you ought to do for screen for the first person where they see for screen here, number that look, followed by Destiny, followed by Mr. Jonathan, followed by Abdul. You not even reach your toe at all. But guys, always speak. If now you be number first, always speak. Don't think that, oh, I know. Because if your network fail, you lose your position. Thank you. Mr. Shimeze, please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Good evening to you.
I don't watch Adam 4 minutes now.
Sir, the time we can talk now, we have so many people here now. Go ahead.
All right, I don't watch. Good afternoon, good evening. I greet everyone. Happy Sunday to all Naija Watch family. Yeah, I want to say something about, of course, this thing is only a discussion today, no politics, but I want to say something about the subsidy first. The subsidy I know today, believe me, I don't think the three candidates that say they will remove subsidy, if they know what subsidy means. The only way I say this thing, if Nigerians know what subsidy means, they won't allow that. If the Nigerians know that if they remove subsidy today from PMS, from other stuff, from other things in Nigeria, they won't allow that. They won't even come out and say subsidy, let him go. So that's the problem Nigeria is facing today. So many, 80% of Nigerians don't know what is subsidy. Believe me. Sometimes if you can, tell people this is what subsidy means, that gas price, the PMS today, the cost price is around 1,000 plus, but they are selling in Nigeria about 600 and something, which is half of the money that the government pay. And this government say subsidy is gone. Nigerians, everything, even the NEPA, VGIE, which is NEPA, the light you're using, you're using subsidy. Immediately they remove subsidy, everything just crash. That's what happened. That's why I said these three candidates don't know that this explain for Nigeria what is subsidy means. That one apart. Then, in terms of Nigerians, what is happening? This issue you brought up today that issue is like politics in Nigeria today. Believe me. You see, Bekus and the Kulala, Bekus and Ebola, the problem this thing going to bring in Nigeria, it never come. It's still coming. Because last 3 years I went to Nigeria. We didn't first start. My brother, I was in car. So I asked my brother in first side. I said, what all this? He said, the hookups. I said, what? Even these smokers here? He said, yes. I call one. I said, please come. I love asking questions. I said, how old are you? He said, 12 years. I said, what are you doing here? He said, looking for a man now. I said, are you looking for money? I said, for what? Underage? I said, what are you doing?
20 seconds left, sir.
All these things is very wrong. It's very bad. No Nigerians, some of them don't want to work no more. If we ask average of Nigerians ladies, it's hook up. If we ask them to work and the hook up, they say, oh, hook up, they can make 50,000, 100,000 a night, which is they maybe in a month they are receiving 50,000. So this thing is, in fact, they haven't started. Let me say, sorry, they haven't started dying. This is beginning. It's too much. They need to figure out this social media. You see, what social media will bring in future? Let me tell you, they haven't come. The social media, it will bring so. In fact, it's good, but Nigeria is using it in a wrong way, which is going to harm people, and it started harming people. Nigerians, the ladies need to know what is good for them.
Thank you.
And
Mr. Shimizi.
Thank you, Madam Watch, please.
Thank you, sir. Oh, God. All right. Thank you very much, man. The love of God is my strength. Thanks for calling in. Good evening to you, man. Please talk to us. Thank you very much. Thank you, man. Go ahead.
How many minutes, please?
3 minutes.
About,
3 minutes.
We'll just go straight to this.
Anything you want to talk about, but you have 3 minutes.
I'm in 3 minutes. Okay, please. Don't start my 3 minutes now, please. Good evening. I just say good evening to everyone. Happy Sunday. Yes, I want to really talk about this Andrew, these two ladies that we don't know who they are. Where they don't buy, where they don't buy. If we could speak, we don't know where they don't buy, so we can't say. But what I want to talk now be say, I want people to know say not only girls like they do that's wrong. Men too they do wrong. So men could not put out say only woman like they do wrong. Men too they do wrong. Now, but we not blame these girls. If society good, if society is well taken care, we get good leaders. All these girls and all the girls so they don't they do this one they call wrong for long they go. They don't go to them.
Man, I madam, babe, please, you know this kind of conversation. Me, I know the lepers definition. The celebrities that is driving G-Wagon, that even you that lives in UK cannot afford. So what do you call those ones? No, don't blame government for this. Not the government send them.
Okay, wait now. Yes, Nigeria watch in this UK where we did. Our girls, they will never follow.
They are doing it. Nigerian girls in the UK are doing hookup, madam. Nigerian girls, hold on, madam. Nigerian girls that reside in UK that already have British passport, they are doing hookup in the UK. Their bad character is everywhere. UK government gave them good life. They are still doing hookup because they swear for them. Thank you, man. Thank you very much. Thank you. Okay, I would like to respond to love of God is my strength. You know, when it comes to blaming government, I will blame them. But this one doesn't have anything to do with government. Let's say it how it is. Now, those satanic celebrities, the way they talk, now it badly influenced our young ones, whether they do it they do today. Till tomorrow, their primary job is hookup in Nigeria. Their primary job. Those of them who still travel to UK or America, the hookup continues from there. They are still doing the hookup. Even when they don't get better government, they are still doing it. It's just like somebody commented just now that is everywhere. They like quick money. Say. Thank you very much. So we shouldn't just blame government for everything. Government. When it comes to your own responsibility, and if you come to the parents, most parents are encouraging their children to do this. You know how many parents for Edo State that time when they carry their children, go to give sponsor and may take go Italy. You know how many parents, how many mama will do one? Those girls where they revealed the other way come from all those Igbo girls. Those young girls were three siblings. They were part of it. You want to tell me, say, Mama, no, no. Let's say it's how it is now. We can blame government for everything. I see you way they listen to me right now. You carry your daughter, go give somebody, make carry, go Ghana. Tomorrow, we're going to blame government for your this thing. If you say poverty suffering in Nigeria, what about the girls who already they stay for UK? Where they do hook up to today? In fact, the thing is growing rapidly right now in the UK. Then they do hook up everywhere. Thank you. Let me take another call quickly. Thank you very much, Madam Ola, for calling in. Please talk to us. You have 3 minutes. Good evening to you.
Okay, good evening. Good afternoon, everybody. Commentators, people on the panel, Mommy Diaspora. Thank you, Mr. Ellis, for all you do. Well, I want to look at this piece of this Andrew guy in different ways. Right, you were saying that we should not blame government for everything. I agree with you. But the problem really in this case is the police. I don't support the girls that were hooked up, especially the married one and everything. That one is declared. In fact, they should start questioning their third friend, Blessing, who the Celine videoed the department and sent to her because it looks like she was the one that connected them with Andrew. I can be proved wrong. Then Rachel was a friend of Andrew, he said. You can make friends with anybody anywhere. Andrew and the police are the real matter here, even though I don't support those girls, because this man that is calling from UK should be questioned too. How can you use the excuse of the police to come and take you, not to report all the videos he has been sending you? There is a way to escape that. You are in the UK, you can decide not to go to Nigeria for years until the case is handled. That is stupid excuse. But Rachel said she has been friends with this man, and then the man invited her to the mother's birthday party. The girl tried when she started suspecting to escape, but this man was a psychopath. If truly it's been fight. So, for my own thing is, what are the police doing? I wish you can have a president that can flush out everybody in the force and then put new people there. This man bought them over. But Rachel reported how they didn't do anything about it. And then these ones, they knew about it. They said they were traveling from one place to the other, to the other, to the other. Well, I mean, it's just the police in this matter. As far as I'm concerned, I don't even have to blame because the police needs to be investigated. Something needs to be done. This is not a status. Thank God for Rachel that she escaped. She was saying on that the first thing before the show. She was saying that she doesn't believe. Excuse me. She didn't believe that all those text messages about $1 million being exchanged, that Andrew will pay them. That it must have been Andrew doing it, because when Andrew sees her phone, he was sending messages as if she was doing it. Because they found out that Andrew took $1 million from selling the other girl's account. Only the 100,000 he gave them was shown that he sent to them.
All right.
So what has the police been doing all this while?
Thank you.
Two lives are gone. Although what they were doing was not good. For Rachel's case, she was just a friend. And they lied to her that she wants her to. I mean, maybe she was hoping that a relationship would develop. The man, they said he's so sweet. He's a sweet talker that you can't even tell that he's a psychopath when he's talking to people. You can see the video he showed when he was saying that this lady, we are here in this hotel, we are having this, what are you eating?
Thank you.
You know, he was showing himself that he was.
Thank you, madam.
But they need to tell the police.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, our callers, please let me come back to you. I need to hear from the people on the panel right now. Madam Patricia, please, you have the floor. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Mr. Ellis. Sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, like you said, maybe my system rebooted, but then. Okay, good evening. Happy New Week to everybody. Oh, my God. Please click on the like and share button. Very important. And of course, thank you, Mommy Diaspora, for all you do for us. And the panelists that are here now, thank you for showing up today again to to address the matters that are important to us all. This Andrew, his case now really it gets how it be that we have so this kind of psychopaths everywhere. Okay, it was in UK. They say it was in UK, and he escaped to Nigeria. So I say leave UK now. Me, I not gonna understand. I say leave. If he was really wanted, I can't take my Ringo himself back to Nigeria and then continue his evil there. It's a shame that this has happened because these girls or these ladies have, they don't buy just like that. I don't know when this hookup of a teen become a normal life, a way of life for them. I don't know. It's really strange that this is what is playing out. I was talking to a friend of mine today actually, and he was telling me that his son is coming to Nigeria, and but now he said to me that he's not sure of how he's going to guide his son about this hookup girls that are everywhere. So because now I say what does it mean? He said yes now. I said because once you just go to any eatery or bar or whatever, you know, if for any reason a girl greets you and you answer, before you know, say they will ask you whether how much you want pay there for the night. I was surprised. I said, "Is that so?" He said, "Yes." Now that's all of they do now. I said, "Wow, that's terrible." Then I said, "Okay, but that is not something you should prepare before he come. It is when he's on ground, then you talk him through what is going on." Then I also gave him my own tip of how I could integrate my son in a positive way. I said, "Well, you just need to pair your son up with maybe a cousin that is older than him with maybe 4 or 5 years, because of course you cannot be with him all the time. You still need to go out. So it's that one that will, in a way, guide him and let him know what's up and how he should respond." So that's what I told him this evening. But this is just a shame that this is what is happening now in our beloved country. That our girls doesn't or women doesn't have respect for themselves anymore. Even surprised this one. There was a married one also among them. So I don't know where they want to carry this money, where they look for gold. I don't know. And I think they are looking at the wrong thing. They're looking at the wrong thing. That's why they value immaterial things that the things that matters in life. But I don't see any reason why a woman should decide that hooking up, going out with different men and collecting money is a way that put dignity in yourself, in your life. I don't see that. I don't see how that can be. I don't see how it can be your pride. I think you should be disgusted to know that every day you are sleeping with different man. I mean men. I mean no, I think I know it should be very disgusting. But I don't know what they are made of. I think they are made of a different kind of species, because I don't think no. No. It's something I think I will want to move away. But the man that was defending this evil, Andrew, I think he needs to be questioned. They need to get him arrested and find out from him. He knows more of this business that this Andrew has been doing. He's aware of what has been going on, and the people the police or whoever is in charge of this, the investigative person that you mentioned here, they should ask the police to go after that man that is in UK. He knows exactly the business. He knows how Andrew was doing it. I believe he was the one that Andrew was, sending whatever he was sending to, maybe they were paying him there, whatever. That man should be arrested because he knows. Then the subsidy, fuel subsidy, that subsidy is gone. Like I said, I said it already again. I will say, repeat it again. And even if Obi had come, yes, it would have not been a bed of roses like people are thinking. Yeah, wouldn't have been. It would have been still be a struggle. It would still be a struggle. So, because the damage that Buhari regime caused for the country was enormous, and subsidy gone. In addition, worsen the whole matter. But every one candidate promised they were going to remove subsidy. So somebody say he would have done it empirically, whatever, whatever. I don't believe in that crap because there are many things to look at. Yes, you remove it. Yes, you cut down this thing, cut down the criminality in it, and this and that. Who are the criminality? Yeah, how will you find the criminality? How is it going to be possible? Are you going to be working alone? These are all the questions that we are not asking. These are the things that we are not looking into. So I don't believe it would have worked. Whether it's Obi, whether it's Atiku, whether it's Tinubu, removing subsidy was a bad idea and for many of them. So now it's Tinubu that was bold enough, he's strong-headed. So he said that's what he's going to do immediately. And he did it, and it's backfiring. He's biting hard on Nigerians, and yet they don't know what to do now. So, but even the subsidy gone or not gone, they are still paying the money. So it's all deceit and lies. So Nigeria case is something else. Then what else do we have here again? I think you've not talked about. Should I talk about Charlie Boy? You've not presented it, but okay. I think I will wait with that. I will stop so far.
Oh, no,
For
that's
now.
fine. You can talk about it if you've watched it. That's fine.
Okay, I've watched it. Yeah, Charlie Boy. Charlie Boy came out yesterday. Yeah, it's still the same thing. The same thing that we've been saying, is still repeating it, that it's only Nigeria that will liberate themselves. It's only Nigerians. Nigerians will have to liberate themselves because there is no how, these people is going to take off their knees from the neck of Nigerians. Tinubu say let Nigeria breathe. The person that is telling you that they should let Nigeria breathe, he's the one suffocating everybody. So the policies they are making are suffocating. So, but that's as far as they know, because they are so self-centered, so selfish. They won't do anything about the situation. We are talking about the minimum wage. They're not talking. They're talking about 62,000. So that's it. Just imagine the level of wickedness. When the senator is taking home 37,000, not the constitution. I'm talking about the consequences, money that they are collecting between 100 million to 300 million. Some of them 500 million. So, and they are not even addressing that. So they are not addressing the wages, minimum wage. So that shows that they are not ready. They're not ready. Nigerians, if you want to wait, you wait for very long until you react. Nothing will happen. So I believe very soon, if you want to have a good life, you
Thank you.
have to react. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much, Mother Patricia. Thanks for your submission. I'd like to quickly appreciate Delaja Gobi. Thank you, sir, for all you do. I appreciate you always. God bless you, sir. All right, guys, do your part. Press on the like button for us to share. Let me call on the next person, which is Mother Luke. Mother Luke, please, I'd like you to talk to us. Good evening to you, ma'am.
Good evening, Mr. Elvis. How are you doing?
I'm fine, ma'am. Thank you very much.
All right. Good evening, Mommy Diaspora. Good evening, fellow panelists, viewers, callers, commentators. It's a good day to be here again today, discussing what plagues us and how we can survive. I'm not going to say, I think I've passed the stage where I say we can make Nigeria better. I have reoriented my self to the realities that is how we can survive the Nigeria that we live in now. Not how we can get a better Nigeria anymore, because I think it is very clear from an ongoing stance that it's an illusion. And anybody hoping for a better Nigeria should be dreaming. So I refuse to be part of that dream anymore. Now, coming to this, yes, Mr. Charlie Boy is right. Only Nigerians can liberate themselves, but at this point, Nigerians are not capable of liberating themselves for one or two reasons that we have already enumerated on this forum. Is the level of psychiatric involvement and the level of apathy which Nigerians have come to have because of the level of hopelessness that they see themselves in. So that is not going to happen anytime soon because Nigerians have been conquered and Nigerians are not in the right frame of mind to be able to fight for a better Nigeria. So that's not going to happen. As far as the subsidy is concerned, we have dealt with this for the past 1 year. When we keep saying subsidy was never removed. So I don't understand why we're beating around the bush. If it's supposed to be some kind of misinformation or some kind of peddling that was going on, I'm not exactly sure what we're talking about here. They spent on subsidy in the last year is what? 4.5 trillion, and you say subsidy is gone? You know what? Sometimes when we talk, we need to step back and really, really see what is going on. They truly see the big picture, and that is part of the problem. Because I don't know if you see some kind of manipulation or some kind of hypnosis that Nigerians are going through. I think it's all for the worse. So yes, people who cannot fight for themselves are psychologically challenged, and we know Nigerians are borderline, not borderline, 100% confirmed. They are psychologically challenged. They don't know right from wrong. They don't know good from evil. They're just living, just barely existing in a meaningless horizon, and they don't care. So, and that is why you come to the second phase of what we're discussing today. Mr. Niger Watch was blaming people who were in the UK that they're still doing hookup. Mr. Niger Watch, I just want to ask you a question. A child that has been indoctrinated, as you can see here, the one that has spied herself, from 2 years old to 5 years old, in that your Nigeria, dear, to do hookup as a child, what future do you think they will have, whether they're in a better country or not? Your mind has already been tainted. Your
Yes, you are right, man, but not all.
I didn't say all of them. I didn't say all of them.
Yeah, that's my stand as well.
I didn't say all of them. But I want to tell you, people who do those things have been damaged from life.
Not our celebrity, you are beg.
Do you know their life? You just come out and say they became celebrities.
They are competing with themselves, Madam. We know them.
Wednesday, I understand what you're saying, but do you know their upbringing? Do you know what they went through as children?
These people want to make quick money and live in Lekki.
Listen to me. Excuse me. If Mercy Johnson opens her mouth to tell you what she went through before she became that celebrity, you are only seeing this.
Mercy Johnson is a married woman. She's not doing hookup.
Listen to me. Listen to me, please. Before she became a married woman, go and read her history. Okay? Because you become a married woman now, you are now a saint in the eyes of the whole world.
Not all of them. Not be married woman that buy so. Not be all of them.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Most of these people have been derailed from childhood. That you might need to get yourself straight is by the grace of whatever you are worshiping, or by you have a higher power that is guiding you. Most of these celebrities that you see, Genevieve Nnaji, how do you think Genevieve Nnaji ended up in a psychiatric institute? So please, don't let that celebrity glam fool you. Most of these people have had childhood robbed, taken away from them. Even Mr. Ibu, late Mr. Ibu of blessed memory, if he tell you this, the man challenges he went through in Nollywood. So please, don't judge people when you have not seen what they've gone through. All you are seeing is what you see out there, and it's easy for you to judge them and condemn them because they're celebrities. You don't know their childhood or destiny. You don't know the kind of. Let me tell you, You come and tell us here that we have a culture. I told you before that Nigeria does not have a culture. What you have is a culture of criminality and immorality. Look at a woman coming to tell you that she was passed in her grandmother's house with 2 siblings. After the boy finished with her, the sister, who is a female like herself, now took it upon herself to get her own cut from that child. Now, when you start seeing people who do these kind of things and they not become, how are they going to become healthy adults? How are they going to become healthy adults? We have a classic case here of some two women. One is a married woman. The fact that you're married doesn't mean you are going to erase all the things that you have been through in your life. It doesn't erase the damage.
No, look, can you justify all of them or some? I don't understand. You are defending.
Where did you see justification in what I'm saying here?
So
I said when your life is already useless.
Yes, some of them.
Many of these
people, they just love. They are very.
Nobody in their mind will life hook up if you have not been introduced to it from a child. Nobody in your life is already turning to that path. So you cannot change it. You cannot change it. What if you like marry? That is why some married women do it even in their homes. It becomes a disease. You have been ruined right from the get-go. So your mind cannot be challenged. Even you're only fighting the demons that are plaguing you and following your life from place to place. That is why I have learned never to judge. Is it because you see them on Instagram? And in fact, you look at people like the Jim Mena and all these people. You know, if they come out and tell you what their eyes saw, it is from the family unit, dear. And you think that because you're a celebrity and rubbing lipstick and everything should be okay. When you have been groomed without morals, you're saying not all of them. Do you think anybody can just come out and just be doing hookup for the fun of it? When you've already sold your soul to the devil, you think it's easy for you to leave it? Like I said, everything starts from the home. This is your culture. You're saying, look at the grandmother that is supposed to be looking after children. She doesn't even know what is going on under her roof of her nose. This child of 4 years old, nobody was even supervising her. This I will use myself as an example here. I have seen children here, even in this country, they all do hookups. And why is that? Just like Mr. Chimes said, he said this social media. What social media is going to do we have not started seeing it. I worked in a psychiatric facility. That hookup is real. Children use their phones, snap themselves in all kinds of compromising situations. They send it to people on the marketplace, the dark pages. People send them money into their account. That is how teenagers survive in this country, both male or both female. It's all hookup. It has nothing to do with whether you see. If you have a damaged childhood, there's no way you can become a successful adult. And this Andrew is a classic example. If you go back now and you see what this man has been doing, he probably has been derailed right from his youth. Somebody in his family has damaged this man's mind that he does not have no regard for women no more. He had a history in the United Kingdom. People were asking how he escaped. Before they could bring this man to trial, he had already transferred his £1 million. This man was very successful in the UK. He had legitimate businesses. By the time they tried to arrest him, he was one step ahead of the game. He transferred all his money to cryptocurrency and he disappeared from the UK. And that's how he came to Nigeria to start perpetrating this evil. Now, anybody that has a criminal psyche, you need to go back to their childhood and find out what happened inside their compound. And that is why you tell you that you have a culture of immorality, a culture of criminality. Because once your mind is already damaged as a child, you cannot become a successful adult only by His grace. Or if you really decide that you're going to change. And I will keep saying it. We had a case, I'm not going to mention any name, how one famous pastor's wife was all the way in Port Harcourt. And all of a sudden, she was found dead. Till today, hush, hush, nobody knows what killed that lady. But when you come and dig deep into their history, these were all hookup people. These were all hookup addicts. Right from childhood, right from university, they recruit them. And coming to this, Andrew, there is no way you can tell me the police are not complicit in this. And it's everything we're going through in Nigeria. Yes, I'm going to lay on the doorstep of the federal government. I will lay it on the hands of the federal government, because when you weaponize poverty, that is when people resort to all kinds of things. That is when they become drug dependent. That is when they don't know their left from their right, and they choose a life of criminality and immorality because they have sold themselves their souls to the devil. So life doesn't have a meaning. Look at a married woman. Her husband even came online. I was talking. Thank you.
All right, and then look, your submission. Thank you very much for your submission. I will only agree with you. When it's some of them. There are a lot of people today. In Nigeria. Nothing happened to them when they were growing up. Nothing at all.
How do you know? How do you know?
How do you know something happened to everybody? If you ask me, do I know? Me, I'm asking you, how do you know something happened to everybody?
Because it's not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior.
Because you live in America, I'm telling you, they are satanic behavior right now in Nigeria.
Mr. Niger, what? Did you grow up in Nigeria? I mean, did you go to school in Nigeria?
I grew up in Nigeria.
Did you go to? No, I'm saying, did you go to university in Nigeria?
No.
Okay, good. I went to Uniben. I know this was in the 80s. There was hookup there.
Mama, what I'm saying is this. I am always in Nigeria. I know these people.
I say
many of them are doing this thing, not because they have any past experience that pushed them into it. We have lots of people that is poor today in Nigeria that are living a good life now. Their parents are poor.
How can you be poor and be living a good life? You know what? Let me just stop here.
Anyway, let's move on. Let me call out the next person. Thank you very much. Madam Amaechi, please prove that is you. Thank you. Let me call on the next person. Destiny wants to please talk to us. Good evening to you. I have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Niger Watch, and good evening to everyone on the panel list. I greet everyone listening to each and every one of us. I disagree with the woman, and I agree with you, Niger Watch, because many of those celebrities, some of them not pass through any. If some pass through, now the ones who started olden days, if you tell me, maybe get the kind of difficulty where they pass that much when they did sumo, but the majority of the way we see now, I want to be like the other girl. I want to be like the other girl in a competition. That's just the simple truth. Because no any other thing. Because she said for school, there are so many people who work for Nigeria where we know where to see. You know, get with you want to give and say you want to that. And if we look at some of our poor people, some of us were poor now, they discipline past the rich one. If your mama want to finish, if you go outside, you go tell yourself, mama, say me I not eat. I listened to again one story where I listened to that they were one man collect buy whether not pure water, I don't know where this small boy said. He buy everything. He give the boy more than the money. The boy refused to collect her. Why? He say mama go beat her when he reach out. The woman get money. But so if not first we don't know what to be money. Now you give that money where papa do okay. He go happy go house. But this one I never know money. And the mama don't tell us say no they collect. And that one you don't get her for me. I say, man, I know collect part like this. But the one where papa gets, where we say they go school, they go give her. Even that one you say if you go want me finish, may ask for another one. So many bad thing, they always come from the rich men. Even for the university, then now the rich men children are then even they bad pass the poor children. So all those hook up of it, how many children where people where they use where they see data after they enter Facebook, they post or Instagram, when they post every 24 hours, when they follow person in the chat. If not be those advantage, like this guy now, but they say not be hook up, some say not be hook up, some say not hook up. When they say they fit transfer 1 million from your account, or now poor person. How many poor person go get 1 million for account? It's possible whenever see 200,000 for account. So no, now people will do okay, and then they do the hookup. No, they not pass through anything. Just they use our card phone, they won't get the money where they know where their partner never get once. That the country just like, and even the hookup of it itself. Now the way the country they still dey, that make sometimes we still blame the leader, because even the country where we did so, we not got those house where red house full this country where I did, where they go they. Why would they say because of religion we know I got those ones? If all those things, because I'm not sure say I don't know, man, not do mistake. Say they got those kind of hook up of a thing like that for year. Say they go your house, you come their house every time the other. If you need that, you go where you know say you will see them. If you finish, you go your house. I wish they feel do all those kind, all those ones still there, but just like the one where in Nigeria, if you go there, that's what police go come carry you where they just go there, say you want to go follow person there on your, and they know say now the way that they do for them. So all those things these days waiting be made the country be like that. If they want really stop all those things, maybe, sir.
No, go ahead, sir. Go ahead.
If they want to stop her, maybe they just leave those kind of house as they do for all these some of our country where we did so. But they know the police know they disturb there. They go they did there. They know they did our house. They from internet. They disturb people where they house. People they disturb them for now. Whether we will still stop them from there. Because I believe now those kind of disturbance where police every time they enter those their house, carry everybody. They use money. They because this one where they do police not the die where nothing they'll go, and the country the die pass. Now everything for the country we still need to still blame the government, because now then the country where they will take serious, they know they take out serious. Now the one where they know where not be their business that much, now they'll come the put for head. Where we say no to the wahala then. How many times we don't hear say all those ones where they stay, where they get their house that year, they go inside their house where they stay. After that person don't enjoy with that finish. Or any that 5 seconds at the end, you will come by and there. It never happened before, if I'm not mistaken. Now since where they don't they go person house, they go those hotels. Now those things continue to happen. Then they need to rethink. Okay, I want to stop. Okay, see how anybody will know see that this thing that you want to do. Go there. Or else, if we catch you say you do it like this, any information we will deal with her. Whether the office use that one to stop her. But the thing, if you got too much, if you had a more pass, you say one girl just go like that because he go press the house. And most of the time, if you go, so things not the complete for everybody. The country, well, the talk of the bad one where the government they put us, we never even know how that one want to finish. Or another one could join now. Every day in a different problem. Every blessed day. The Jagaba they tell us say they not get subsidy, but the minister they tell us say they get subsidy. Now tell us what they use the money do. We don't know. Pay workers, they not feel pay worker, but they feel they pay themselves. Which one? Ordinary people now just come to suffer, and the ordinary people now then still they support all the bad and the wicked politicians where they the country pass. Now we they give them the upper hand. If you still go now, the ordinary people, now say they tell government if you pay that kind of amount, but you know what the government they pay themselves. That will not be your problem. You never complain when they say, what is they pay themselves too much. All the whole our whether not chief or mostly some imam, some pastor, baby gone. I never see many of them where don't come at us. Mona said to these people, say, even though you know they collect, it's too much. The other day, Satan come and say, make labor take them easy. But you never tell any of your senators, Mona still reduce for this one they collect now. Mona add up to these people home. Make peace for day. Make these people still get. No. So, sometimes if you talk to Tinubu, Tinubu go see here somehow. You know, talk to the Jagaban. All the things they just do after. Now just their own. Make that more treatment, they give them their own salary. All their courts. Finish, they enter house. They drive BBB car. Carry security full everybody. They intimidate everybody anyhow. Yeah, even so, I mean, the problem where even the party, some people where don't get money for that country. No one make people where don't get do okay because if you do okay, who want they put wash the car the next day? Who want they full out they do everything where they do? Who want they bow down for now? That will be the issue, not be another thing. If not, I not see why they do all those things whether they do. See here to see there. Nobody. Which kind of wickedness do all those things? Thank you, Mr. Naija Watch.
All right, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Destin, and God bless you. Thanks, sir, for your submission. Thank you very much. Guys, please continue to do your part. Press on the like button. Let our voices go far. Let me call on the next person to speak to us. I'd like to go to Moderator. You'll be on and off, on and off. Moderator, please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Elvis, good afternoon, my people. Good afternoon, everybody. It's very unfortunate that we experience all these bad news every day. The videos you showed, they're very, very deep and very emotional, and that's why I wouldn't want to talk about the other topics on Showore and the rest. It's very deep. First of all, if those two ladies, if they have passed on, may their soul rest in peace. I pray that if they are alive, they will be found. And anybody who is going through some form of abuse, either as a child or an adult, please seek for help. Please do not take your life. There's a lot of lessons learned here, especially with the young lady with Adeola. Parents, as a matter of fact, I would like to say something. When I was growing up, my father never, ever allowed us to do sleepovers, ever. We used to be so angry, we didn't understand, never. But as an adult, growing up, I started hearing things. In fact, from high school, that's when I understood why my father never allowed sleepovers. Never. And I'm urging every parent listening to my voice now, do not, I repeat, do not allow your children to do sleepovers. Another thing too, please, if your child is below 18 years old, even if that boy or a girl is 17 and a half, and they go and see their doctors, and they say, oh, this child is grown, step out of the room. Please do not step out of that room. The worst you could do, even if the child is shy, sit in the room and face the wall, but you're there. Do not do it. I have seen it where a pediatric doctor who has served in the United States for over 40 years, I'm not talking about a kid doctor now, has been abusing children because parents who stepped out of the room, this man does things to them. And sometimes your child tell you, I don't want to go to that doctor. I don't want to go to that school. I don't want to go to that house. Listen to your children, people. Listen, even if your child is 17 and a half years old and you are going to see the doctor, enter the room, mama and papa. You cannot be outside and be pressing your phone. Enter the room and stay in the room, the examination room. Stay there. Stay there. If that young girl had a responsible grandmother, a responsible parent, mother and father, I don't think she will have taken her life away. I don't think so. So it stems down from the root. Madam Luke, thank you very much. I actually really wanted to hear more of what you were saying, because what you were saying is it's an eye opener that it's not just beyond this hookup of a thing that we see or we hear. It is more than that. It is more than that, and it's not just about these stories that we hear. People passing on hookups and all that. It's more than that. It's deeper than what we think. If you have a daughter right now and you think your daughter is good in her grades, or she's looks at it seems like everything is working out fine, she can be abused even online without even seeing the person. Yes, they have psychotic, crazy out people out there that can do that to your children. So please, the bottom line is be vigilant as parents. Be sensitive to your children's feelings. Be sensitive when you see that they're losing weight or they're adding weight, or all of a sudden they become erratic or they are just not the way you knew them. Every mother knows, every attentive mother knows, every attentive father also knows. It's not easy because we're in a world of dog eat dog. Everybody's working 24/7. Nobody's even having time to sit down at the table like family and eat as one. Nobody has time. The society is fast, especially in the diaspora where, technology and everything is so fast. We overlook certain things that, as parents, and our kids unfortunately fall into this kind of mess. It's very, Mr. Harvey, I don't even know where to start from. Okay, I'm just going to talk about the hookup thing. Listen, this hookup thing has 3 dimensions. Let us not get it twisted. It has 3 dimensions. There are girls who grew up. It's not about the money. It's really not about the money the men give them. Most of them are looking for identity. Most of them want to belong. I've seen it when I was in school, and I'm happy Mother Luke asked that question to Mr. Elvis. Did you school in university in Nigeria? He said no, because when I was in Uniben, I went to Uniben too, and you could see that there are some girls who come from wealthy homes. Some of them even have a car. Not boyfriend buying car. It's like their father gave them the car. These are females now. I'm not even going to go to the male, because that male own is another kettle of fish completely. Now, because we're talking about women now who have been abused and who are missing, I'm going to go there. Some of them, they have everything, but they don't have the identity, because perhaps they had a parent who gave them everything but didn't have time for them. So when they go to school, university, they live in a nice place, they end up meeting some girls of the night, who are just there for the money, or therefore some of them have, are they addicted to sex, many of them. And that's it. Even men, that's a topic that people don't even discuss, because a lot of men and women out there, especially the men, are addicted to sex. Now, this girl now, who doesn't have attention from her parents, they don't even notice her. They just know that, okay, she's in school, she has everything. What else does she need? She's following these girls to do hookup. Even the money she gets, she's sharing it amongst her friends, or just for the sake of, I'm getting the money. You understand? So that's why I said that there are different dimensions to this hookup thing. And because of going back to this addiction, some men know that the way they married their wives was through hookup. Now, I'm not saying all women who did hookup before, when they now marry, have children, are going to see continue it. But they are triggers. They are triggers for something that's already in a behavior that you have done for so many years. Even if you stop it and you don't seek help, and all of a sudden you get married, you have a white picket fence, everything is peaches and cream, your husband has a good job, you have good kids seemingly, but something happens and it triggers. That behavior would come back to that man or that woman. And what is the trigger? Which is happening in Nigeria society today. The man used to have money. When they hook up, after the hookup, he used to have money. And all of a sudden, things are getting tough. It seems as if you're the one taking care of the home. That trigger of hookup would come, especially when the temptation comes. You see what I'm saying? So there's a lot of people, there's a lot of dimensions to this thing. And another thing too, with the way Nigerian society is today, if you have money, you are a god. I heard somebody once tell one of my friends, and they laughed, but I didn't laugh. The guy said, who they give you money now, you're God now. In other words, if you're not giving me money, if you're not increasing my bank account, who are you? Who's your father? Let me just put it that way. It's the same way you have podcasts There's this popular podcast. I don't even want to mention the podcast, where a young girl is saying any man can put anything in any opening on her body, 10 m a week. She doesn't care. A young girl, she's not even up to 30. So you can imagine the 14 years old, the 12-year-old. I don't want to talk about the video where we saw underage girls. Mr. Elvis, I know you shared it in a group or something. I mean, that video went viral. And parents are in it today. The parents are damaged. So how do you expect a damaged parent to produce a child that's not damaged? And then poverty sets in. This PTSD we've been talking about, people think is an insult or a joke. I kid you not. A lot of people, if it's not 99% of Nigerians today, are going through some form of PTSD, including some who are even living diaspora now, because they are triggers. They are triggers. They are triggers. Nobody is a saint. Nobody should judge anybody. However, we should identify things that are causing these issues. There's government issue, there's parental issue, there's peer pressure issue, there's the internet issue, there's social media issue, and how the public responds to people. People are responding to people with big cars. Thank you, Dr. CM. God bless you, Dr. CM. I don't know if Dr. CM is here. We were talking about who the other day. The other one that is overweight. I don't know. When he says a potential candidate for, I don't even mention his name because his name is not very important. It's not even uplifting for any young person. And these are the kinds of people, those are the kinds of guys that people are looking up to. So a young guy now that is not wearing a Nike shoe, that is not wearing an LV t-shirt or driving a Lamborghini or one very nice car, and he sees this kinds of thing, he sees that because he doesn't have it, there's no girl that want to talk to me. He doesn't have it. His parents are judging him. They will ask them, now two head you get, not be the same color of blood you get, that one gets. All those things are triggers, and then these guys are forced to do it. Pressure from home, pressure from peers. But they say, train up a child in the ways of the Lord, it shall never depart. Even if at some point you have no control over the actions of your child, within the conscience of that child, whatever that child learned as a child is imprinted in them. At some point, they would know what they are doing is wrong. They would know, they will stop it. But when those things are not imprinted, it's just like this girl from 4 years old. She was in her psyche, everything about her, it was imprinted with horrible things. Horrible things. And then she mentioned something that I don't think nobody identified. She said, I don't want to talk about the business my grandmother was doing. And I can guess the business. I can guess. Because if you're going to hawk, I know what you're hawking. I can guess the business. It's something illegal. It's something illegal that Abike Dabiri was saying is not as worse. I'm not even living right now. I am nauseated by even her statement. Thank you, Mr. Elvis.
All right, Madam Rita, thank you very much for your submission. God bless you. Thank you. All right, I can see on the comment section everywhere does scatter. Okay. Let's hear from more people. Mr. Jonathan, please talk to us, sir. Good evening to you.
Mr. Elvis, thank you.
Are you there, sir? Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thank
I'm here.
Please talk to us.
You. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I greet you. Thank you for the good work you are doing. God bless you. I greet all the panelists as well.
There's some noise coming from your end, though. It's affecting your audio.
Okay.
We should come back to you.
Hello? Yeah, hello. Is it better now?
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah. So, Mr. Elvis, I greet you once again. I greet all the panelists, those on the comment section. I greet everyone. Happy Sunday to everyone. Thank you once again and welcome. I think the ladies have spoken well in this, at least on this topic of this social menace that we have in Nigeria that is literally buying Nigeria if care is not taken. I will have agreed entirely with my sister, Madam Luke, except I mean I agree with her entirely, except on the issue of culture. But again, I just want to mention that. But I'll leave that aside. I say before I talk on these social issues, I quickly want to talk on this show rating I don't want it to, slide under the table. I don't even understand this man. This man, Showore, I don't understand the guy. He's an arrogant man, very clearly arrogant. A man of my way, it is only my way or the highway. And he wants to be president. He wants to be president. He talked about Buhari, that Buhari gathered 12 million votes throughout the time he was running for presidency. That, first of all, that was false. Where did Buhari get 12 million votes if elections were properly held in Nigeria? Who will get 12 million votes in Nigeria? One candidate that will get 12 million votes in Nigeria. So you are wrong, Mr. Showore, on that. That your analysis is flat wrong. And he talked about Mr. Obi did not build schools. I just look at this man again. This man wants to be president. And he can't even get this one right. This simple one, he can't get it right. This is the man who wants to be president. When there's, you need to know, I don't know when Nigerians or even this man, Showore, will get this into his core. You just and he wants to be president. This man cannot even be a councillor if you don't get this one right. This simple one, building new schools when the existing ones are dilapidated, building new roads when the existing ones are dilapidated, unmotorable, schools that are much like a slaughterhouse, and you want to build new ones, and you can't even get this simple fact into your head, and you want to be president. You better go back to your local government and go and work with the chairman there, how you be a councillor, and shut your trap. Wants to be president. This simple one, simple building is still running his mouth on this one. 2024, 21st century, with the problems Nigeria is facing at this age and time. He's talking about Mr. Peter Obi did not build schools. And you think that one will sell. And you think that one is a point that you can throw out there. Thinking that Nigerians are not, because of their mental state. You already know that they can't even think straight. So I'll just leave him there for him. You can't even become, you can't go and contest in your local government if you will become a councillor. Just a councillor alone. So sick of this man. I think one day we'll just keep quiet. You see, as I said, the ladies have spoken well on this issue. This is a serious one in Nigeria. It's a country where, we have a country that is completely messed up, totally messed up. With this man, this Mr. Andrew Amaechi, and I believe Sister Madam Luke mentioned, the Nigerian police is completely, directly, fundamentally complicit in this matter. And this is our problem in Nigeria, a major problem that we have. The police, when we talk of government, the police is part of the government. In fact, the police is centrally so fundamental when it comes to governance. Then we talk of government. The police is the part of, they play a major role. You can say the police is even the government. And they play a major role in this case. We know if at the end of the day, this case is going to be dead, nothing will happen. Because if you go deep into it, there is no way the Nigerian police will not be directly complicit. Yeah. I pity the lady, that lady, Nike, I am so sorry for that lady. A lady that is so mentally, psychologically destroyed right from the age of 5. And I don't know how she's going to survive, how she's going to live. I mean, and at the end of the day, I don't know how truthful that is, but I think Mr. Evie mentioned that after that interview, she by herself, she took her own life. So sad, just so sad. See? Because Nigeria, that is where we are in Nigeria. And again, I will still lay it at the feet of the Nigerian government. The government is directly involved. They are responsible here. They are the Nigerian government is directly responsible, whether we like it or not. Because when there are issues, social, economic, or political, it is the government that will comes in and come out with the enabling environment, come out with the enabling laws that will either reduce this menace or completely eradicate it. It is still the duty of the government, because at the end of the day, that's how the society will be seen. And that's why I agree. I always said it, that Nigeria is not, people will say that we want a better country. I believe Madam Luke stated it again today. And I must say, I'm glad for that. People always say we want a better country, a better country. You can only make what is good better. That's just the fact. It is what is good that you will make better. Nigeria is not good in the first place. So what is it you want to make better out of something that is not good? All this problem we're saying, they are just signs. We can see that country in itself as is not good. What is good is what will make better. It's a country that is filled up with sycophants. I mean, mentally disturbed people, mentally challenged people. People that are these are mental issues that are not even diagnosed, they are not treated, they are just there. That's why Nigerians can't think straight. That's why our politicians, Nigerian politicians, they can easily, deceived, manipulate Nigerians, because these are mentally disturbed, serious one, undiagnosed mental problems. That's why people like that can easily, because they can't think, they can't process. Their thought process is seriously challenged. That's why a criminal can attain the highest office of the land. It can happen in a country where majority are mentally challenged people, because they can't think straight. Because if you can think straight, you will figure it out. You will not allow a criminal to get to the highest office of the land. That's why an accountant can be appointed to head the Ministry of Electricity. An accountant to head the Ministry of Electricity. That's why a lawyer can be appointed to head the Ministry of Aviation. That all this can happen in a country where people are mentally deranged. They are not straight at all mentally. How could it happen? How did we even get here? So for me, see, I will just say here, we have in Nigeria, they have this ministry. They call this, thank you. They call it the Ministry of Women's Affairs. That's not what we need. We need the Ministry of Family and Children. Maybe that would be a place to start from. Get out, just expunge this ministry called Ministry of Women's Affairs, introduce the Ministry of Children and Family. Maybe that will, maybe that might just help, Nigerians. Mr. Elvis, I will leave it at there for now today. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thanks to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. God bless you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Before I call on the next person, which is Abdul Malik, but I'd like to appreciate Madam Peggy Monday. Thank you very much, ma'am, for the super chat. I'm very, very grateful. Your pocket never run dry. And love of God is my strength. You've done it as well. Thank you very much, ma'am, for your support. I'm very, very grateful. My pocket never run dry. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I got 10,000 naira from Soyemi. Soyemi, if you're listening to us right now, I want to say thank you very much. May God bless you. I'm very, very grateful. May pocket never run dry. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that's supporting us here, that's encouraging us, joining the panel, commenting, sharing our broadcast, and all that you guys are doing. May God bless you all. Okay, Abdul Malik, if you're there, sir, you have your 8 minutes. Talk to us.
Good evening, Nigeria Watch. and everybody in the panel. All what you presented, only one, I just came to comment on this show. This guy, I don't know what is his problem about Peter Obi. Peter Obi don't hold any government position in Nigeria currently. What is happening in Nigeria now, he didn't see that. He always see Peter Obi, Peter Obi, Peter Obi. Okay, according to him, Peter Obi did not build any school or hospital or road in Anambra when he was in government. He was in a government. Let me tell him, Peter Obi's administration conceived and built from scratch the first state-owned teaching school, Chukwuemeka Odumegwe Ojukwu Teaching Hospital, Akwa. Peter Obi is the one that built it. So we go and confirm. Chukwuemeka Odumegwe Ojukwu Teaching Hospital, Akwa. It's not only that one. We have many. Please leave this guy alone. Peter Obi is not in position now, any government position. I don't know why you people are just disturbing this guy. Because this man is quiet, it doesn't mean that he cannot react. He can react, eh? He's just looking at you people, that you people don't know what you are doing. Talk about Tinubu. Tinubu is in government. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Economy, everything scatter. There is nothing good in Nigeria currently. You did not sit down and talk. You are talking about somebody who have leave government past how many years back. And you are lying. It's not even true. You say he did not build any road or school or hospital in internal. And he built many, not one, not two, not three. Why are you guys just coming here just to lie? Just to damage this man reputation? It's not good. It's not good. It's very bad of you guys. Talk about what is happening in Nigeria now, Showore. Peter Obi is not our problem. Our problem is Nigeria government currently. What is happening now? Look at bag of rice today. How much this government meet bag of rice? The previous one was 45,000. Now it's almost 80,000. Look at dollar today. How much they meet dollar? 700 to 800 naira. Today dollar is 1.4 to 1.5. What are you talking about Peter Obi for? Talk about Tinubu. Tinubu is the president of Nigeria. Tell them how to fix Nigeria. Leave Peter Obi alone. Peter Obi is not our problem. Our problem is how Tinubu will fix Nigeria. He stole the mandate. It's not his mandate. But now he cannot do anything, cannot perform. All those hatred and ethnic things you guys are doing, it will backfire you people all. That is how you people betray Abiola, MK Abiola before. MK Abiola is the one that win election, but you guys, most of Yoruba people betray him. You guys should, this kind of life is not good. It's very bad of you guys. Ali, you are young, you are not old. You are imitating old people in Nigeria. It's very bad. It's not good, eh? I refer you now where Peter Obi built scratch teaching hospital in Akwa. Go and check. He built many. That is the only one I will refer you to. Go and check it in Akwa. Go and check. This guy is not like you people. There is no criminal. They don't have any criminal record. He is clean. He's a clean man. Thank you, Elvis.
All right, Oga Abdul Malik, thank you, sir, for that submission. Thank you very much for just sticking to one particular topic. Thank you. All right, let me quickly move on to the next person, which is Mama Isho. Mama Isho, it's good to have you on the show, man. Good evening to you. Please, I'd like you to talk to us. 8 minutes.
Greetings to everybody in the panel and our
Thank you.
viewers. My heart is heavy. My heart is heavy because anytime I hear what happened to the girl child, my heart is so heavy. And I'm in support of what Madam Luke said. A lot if the women will not be judged, if the girl child will not be judged, and you ask, let them tell you of their experience being a female among our men, the story will not be different from what Mother Luke just said. And same is also applicable to some of our boy child. Some of them started being molested from childhood. And we expect them to become a good person in the society tomorrow. Or we expect them to become a good father or a good mother. It's not going to happen, except there is a divine encounter that touches and changes. A lot of them want to speak up, but they can't speak up because they will be judged. I guess our sister that finished talking and ended up, many people might have recognized her, and the criticism happened. And she couldn't hold on because she has been holding on from age 5, nobody to talk to, nobody to listen. Because when we, instead of listening and be empathizing with the person, we will be condemning the person. And that has become a problem in our society. We've made our girl child to believe that the only thing that she can use to make money is her private part. We don't know that the brain is what they need. We don't train them to become that. And even when they even struggle to go to school, the lecturer will molest them, asking for that same thing for them to be able to pass their course. And even when they are able to finish up in school, when they want to go for a job, the employer will still request the same thing from them. And you not expect such to become a responsible mother. It's not going to be possible except there is a divine. So, as a society, as a people, gone in our days when raising up a child is a collective effort of the people of the community, but that's not the case today. You are afraid to leave your girl child in the hands of a neighbor or an uncle or a cousin. Haba. You are afraid to leave a little boy in the hands of the same people. Because even when it happened, mothers and fathers, they are not sensitive enough to read when a child is withdrawing or when a child is giving you a sign. Oh, I don't want to go to school. Most cases, a child that says, I don't want to go to that school again, has started being molested. So, and we have a society that too many things is the one that not train our children for us. The internet. And they don't even know when to know which one is wrong, which one is right, because we parents are not even there. We are pursuing money. Papa is pursuing one side, mama is pursuing one side. There's no person around to raise the child. And that same child comes up to become adult in this thing. And we are expecting them to miraculously become a good adult. So I will appeal to us as a society, as a people, that the damage you do to our children, whether it's a boy or a girl, makes them who they are tomorrow in the society. Why does our leaders steal? A lot of them still steal to do what? To spend on either a boy child or a youth. Why does our people become a man to man? Is it not because the politician patronizes them? And it's still the same thing with the women. Because the truth is this: when yes, you marry, your husband was doing well. Now it's not able, because when he was doing well, you are able to contest that you have learned as a child. And now it's not doing well. And there must be food on the table. Mama, I'm hungry. Mama, I'm hungry. She now remember it's not a trigger for her to go and sleep around to bring money and put food on the table. Then we now have our celebrity that will come to the society, to the internet, to come and flaunt that car, that mansion, and everybody wants to get it. It's a pity we've lost our value system. And it's sad, because it ends up to destroy the child we are giving birth to. Sometimes I just say, what is the point of even having a child when at the end of the day, it becomes this story we are hearing about? So, as a people, it is our collective effort to bring solution to this problem. And come to our government that deceived us, subsidy is removed, and now you now increase the price of fuel, that is now increasing the price of everything. You now devalue our naira, that is now affecting everything. But yet you are paying subsidy. Why don't you now bring back our naira to the original value, and also the petrol to the original value, so that the price of things will come down and the purchasing power of the people will be high? But no, you are bent on reducing the purchasing power of the people. Laborers are asking for money. You say you don't have. It is easy. Reduce all these your allowances. World War allowance. How many of us buy clothes every day? So why should the politician be collecting thousands of naira for wardrobe allowance? Why? Or newspaper allowance in millions. Did they really read that newspaper? And are they not collecting salary? In this Western world, do they have all this kind of allowances? And yes, they want to practice the democracy of America. And yet, they do, when it comes to money, they don't want to implement what America is implementing. So, until we resolve all these things, our problem just begin. And our children will become what we are making them to be until we change. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Yes, Mama Aisha, God bless you, ma. Thank you very much for that wonderful submission. Thank you. I like the angle where you came from. Yes, it's pathetic. That's where we find ourselves in Nigeria. Everything is upside down right now, and it's affecting everybody. You know, so very unfortunate that this is that. And more will happen, though. I pray. It's not my wish, but it will happen. And even as we are talking right now, you know, I understand. I will agree with Madam Luke, who said that, you know, because of suffering and hunger, these people are doing this thing. Yes, on that area, I will agree. You know, look what is happening right now. It's crazy. I would like to quickly appreciate somebody sent me 20,000 naira. Although your name, although more than not vessel, because some of them have said money that I know I might mention your name, but the name that sent me the money is Saidu Atahiru. Saidu. Yes, if you're the person that sent that, I want to say I'm very, very grateful. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Thank you very much. Okay, let me move on. I wanted to get to everybody on time. The next person is Mr. Oduwa. Mr. Oduwa, if you're available, please speak to us. Good evening to you. You have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Najawash. Good evening, all the panelists. Good evening, the listeners, all the commenters, all the viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, depends on your location. Well, this topic of today is so interesting. Anyway, as I will say that in all ramification of errors belongs to the government of the country. You see, we are saying it is the parents, it is this. Every government of the country comes from the people. So the characters and hegemony of the environment belongs to the people. So the attitude is what the people possess because they have possessed the name of a slave. And they are now working with the brain of slavery. That is why our father live in their land peacefully. It's Nigeria is on as God. People are using the computer world. We believe on slave religion known as Christianity or Muslimism. Who tell you you can do anything like on this earth? There is a place that you are going, a place of freedom. So in neighbor world today to say out they are this, they are that, and we feel that it goes is just like that because everybody talk what he grew up to meet. So that is why they say change is constant. For me, the so-called hookup that people measured, they say train up a child the way he should go. When he grows, he will not depart from it. For those who read the Bible of the white man, the custom of the white.
All right, Mr. Oduwa, we lost you there. I can see we're already struggling, so let me move on. Thank you so much, my people. God bless you all. Peace soft. So it's good to have you on the show. You have 8 minutes. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Good evening, everybody, Mr. Ivis and listeners, commentators. God bless you for coming and co-panel. God bless you. On the issue of this lady, these things been happening a long time ago.
Your line is not clear, sir. It's not clear. I don't know. I don't know which one are the fees for now audio. Eh?
Can you hear me now?
It's not clear.
Clear? Can you hear me?
Now you are talking. Which one are the proof of audio? I don't understand every day on this platform. Go ahead, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. In regards to these ladies, these two of there's a very unfortunate incident that happened. You see, these things been happening a very, very long time ago. Some time ago, I was reading on newspaper where they said there's what they call associations of the Ashawo, something sort of Nigeria. And I still read it very recently that they were protesting in Abuja. You see, everything has to boil down to the government. I mean, it's the first time I was hearing things like that, something like that could even be official, like, it's public knowledge to the people and to the government that they even have what's called an association for for prostitution, an association. That's crazy. I don't think it happens anywhere else. Maybe I'm not aware. It doesn't happen in the United States that I know that I live in. No, you know, you don't even do things like that. So it boils down to the government. In America, there's a punishment. There's a law that prohibits prostitution. That does not mean that people don't do it, but they still kind of like, a lady cannot open her mouth and charge you money. If you report that to the police, the lady will be arrested for charging you for sex. You see, because there's a law that prohibits things like that. But in Nigeria, everything goes. I was reading on paper today also that in a state in Kaduna, something like that, there's what we call Hijba police. They got their own musician arrested for misquoting a particular verse of the Quran. What kind of country are we living in? It's just crazy. It's just crazy. So there's a Hijba police. Remember, police. I thought there was no state police, or we have is it that some states now have right to create their own police? I don't get some of these things yet. I'm still trying to find out what's really happening. Everything goes in this country. Everything goes. What kind of a country are we living at? How are we going to survive in this type of environment? Toxic environment. It's just toxic. People who brag on social media about prostitution. You go to Facebook, you see people bragging about it, showcasing it, talking about it. I mean, like they are asking for people. Oh my goodness. This thing is crazy. It's not, see, it boils down to the government. Like Mr. Odua said, if the government is proactive, if they have what's called an effective policy, not just having a policy and those policies are not working. No, you have to have what's called an effective policy that regulates all this thing, that stop some of this nonsense. Do you know it is for people to come outside to tell you that they are association of ashawo? Because that's the word that they use on paper. I mean, it's sex workers. What does that mean? And we have National Assembly, we have Senate. They hurriedly pass a bill that will increase the salary of the judges, and they've been asked to pass a bill to increase the salary of of the civil servants that really that are in charge of the system. But the bill is going nowhere. I see them going up and down. Oh, we agree on this. We can't pay this. But governors were able to spend 900 point something billion naira on refreshment for just 3 months, and it was out on the paper, on the public everywhere, for just 3 months. But they don't have money to pay civil servants. They don't have the money, and they came out openly to say that they don't have the money to pay civil servants. Think about that. But they have money to pay for refreshment. Listen, we're not saying 90 million naira, but 900 and something billion naira for just refreshment by the governors, just for 3 months. So 6 months, how much you think they're going to spend for refreshment then? So then 12 months, multiply that. So the least the civil servant should collect will be like 250,000 naira. Thank you very much. I appreciate you guys.
Okay, I got a piece of. Thank you very much, sir. God bless you. Thank you. Okay, the last person on the panel, Mr. Odoa, I don't see you, but you can't call me now. The screen don't full, but I'll bring you in when you need to speak. I'll got Chris. Please talk to us. Good evening to you. Have 8 minutes.
Good evening, Mr. Nanjawatch. Good evening, everybody on the comment section. Happy weekend to you all. Happy the last day of the weekend. And good evening to people on the panel with me. It's nice to be with you all again, and everybody listening to us from everywhere in the world. Good evening to you all. Mommy Diaspora, special greetings to you, and thank you for all you do. Mr. Nanjawatch, thank you very much for this topic. It is far-reaching, and yeah, I think it's a learning curve for everybody. Well, first of all, the subsidy removal, of time. Concerning subsidy removal, there's no way we are going to win with that. because even after they removed the subsidy, and let's not forget that the naira suddenly took a dive from like 700 or thereabouts to 1,500 to the dollar. So even though they removed the subsidy, but the weakened naira can still not purchase enough fuel in the international markets that will enable us to bring down the pump price back home. So the only solution could have been that, assuming we were refining our own fuel in our country, in that way, we wouldn't need to spend dollars buying fuel from the international market. But as long as we keep having fools as our leaders, we have nincompoos, we have genetically deformed and malformed people as our leaders, our economy is going to remain the way it is, because you have leaders that act before they think, and leaders that think from their backside instead of using their brain. And this goes by extension to let us know that these people are not just normal. Most Nigerian leaders and even majority of the Nigerian populace are mentally challenged, not because of what we choose about ourselves, but because of the kind of things we've gone through our life. And trust me, whatever you turn up to be as an adult has a lot to do with your background, the way you grew up, the environment that you grew up in. If, for example, a few percentage of people, maybe 2 to 3%, they are able to escape the shackles of the environment they grew up in, we cannot use that few percent to represent the whole. But the vast majority of the adults you see is a representation of their childhood. No matter what you do, no matter the level of education, that tinge of their upbringing will always be there. Because if you have a child and the brain is still not fully developed, the brain continues to grow and develop as the child grows up. So there's a reason why you have to wait for a child to get to 6 years before that child gets into primary school. That's about the time that the brain is fully ready. And if you also know, before 4 years, you can barely remember what happened to you. It is maybe from 4 years and above before you can really start recalling, because this points to the fact that the brain has been growing all through this period. So whatever happens to you then is going to define who you become in future. Like I said, one or two persons might escape, but that doesn't mean that we cannot use that one or two person to represent the whole. Then as for Charlie Boy, I think what we need to understand is that we don't have Nigerians per se. What we have are Bini people, Igbo people, Yoruba people, Hausa people, Fulani people. We don't have Nigerians like you have the British people, the Irish people, the Canadians, the Americans, or the Germans. It's because we are divided by our primordial sentiments, the tribe, the religion, everything. We use all those to divide ourselves. So we are not able to speak with one voice, and the standards are low. We don't recognize things equally. We don't recognize values of life equally. You can imagine in some part of the country, it is okay to get married to a 12 years old, but this is completely unacceptable in other parts of the country. The standards are different. We don't have a national ethos, a national framework that ought to define us as a people. So as long as we've not rectified all those things, we are just going to remain genetically stunted the way we are now. We are, see, it's called a stunted growth. If a child is stunted, no matter what you feed to that child, nothing is going to happen. It reminds me of the case of Philip Osondu, who was overage and he played for under 17 for Nigeria in those days. And he was bought by a Belgian club and they started feeding him, hoping that he was actually 13 years old. They fed him everything they could feed him, but he didn't grow because he stunted growth. And that is what we are facing in Nigeria. Not until we address what has made us to be stunted, we cannot move as a people, no matter the volume of protest, no matter anything we do. And one of the things that has actually made Nigeria stunted is the constitution that we have. We have to change that constitution. Once we change that constitution, powers can be divulged to the appropriate quarters, and regions will take responsibility for whatever is happening in their regions. Standards are different, standards are high. There are some regions that prioritize religion, while some others prioritize education. How can you tell me we are not mad in a country where you have children that are doing excellently well children that are scoring 60, 70, 80% and above are not prioritized into the higher institutions. Whereas children from other countries, all they need, other part of the country, all they need to do is just for them to take part in the exam, and no matter the score, they get into institutions. They are decent people. They will use that same quota system to employ them in the future, and they lead over all of us. How can you not say we are not mad when you have the worst of us who pretending over the best of us? And people just go about doing whatever they like. Lizard's fair. That is the situation we are find ourselves. Because any person can go ahead and just do whatever you want to do. How can you say we are normal when we spend 355 billion to conduct election, and South Africa spent just about 200 million to conduct the same election, and they have their results in real time? And in Nigeria, 355 billion, we are talking about glitches. Till now, results from Lagos and many other states are still not uploaded in the INEC server. And you see a professor come out to start attacking the people that are speaking up against this kind of injustice, and you think we are not mad? And you see somebody like a Showore coming up to start calling Peter Obi names with lies, not even with facts, and you think we are not mad? This is not a normal situation. So what you see the ladies do, this idea of prostitution or whatever you choose to call it, we forget that ladies generally, they will not under normal circumstance want to sell their body. What women, we just lack the emotional intelligence to deal with women. What women want is constant validation and appreciation. And once a woman has lost this during her formative years, no matter what you give her, she will always want to do this. So the vast majority of people, of women that may go into this thing we call prostitution, you may think it is money. It's not just money per se. It sometimes just be a way of showing that, yes, I can be loved, I can be appreciated, somebody can pay for me. I have that value that somebody can actually pay for. Because most of these people, they've been damaged. Have they been shown love? Imagine a lady that has grown up in a very toxic family environment. Then she gets to higher institutions. She's also in the same environment, and she becomes married to a man that doesn't know the worth of a woman, and she's still not appreciated. What do you want her to do? If going to do prostitution is what will make her appreciated, she will go to that route. Well, in conclusion, I think I'll have time to speak again on this issue. I don't think it's right in any way to blame the victim of any heinous crime like this. Why would somebody do that to a human being? Good evening, Mr. Nanjawat, and thank you for the opportunity.
All right. Oga Chris, thank you, sir. God bless you. Thank you very much for your submission. Okay. I appreciate every one of you. We are going to have our final submission right now. But before that, Mr. Odowa, I'm going to be starting with you. But before that, I'd like to appreciate you, Madam Eugenia. Thank you so much. I got your support from PayPal. May God bless you, man. Your pocket never run dry. Thank you very much. I'm grateful. Thank you. Okay, I would like us to move on right now for a final submission. Today is Sunday, my presentation take time today anyway. Before Madam Luke will come say, "Gay, doy." Now you just all the minister to do presentation. All right. Yes, but we need to round up now. Thank you so much. Let me come to Mr. Odowa. Mr. Odowa, you have 4 minutes for your final submission, sir.
Okay, thank you. If the network will still let me talk. Well, as I was saying, that the problem of this country that we are facing today in the name of hook up or hook down, everything lies on the character of the leaders. Because I used to remember when I was small, my brother who went to Puli, Auchi Puli and all those things. And when they come from Auchi, they will tell you that if you carry vehicle to Uniben gates, that you will see big men daughters will be running inside your vehicle. So it was not money, but it was the character of those put in position who were inviting students, initiating them into their society of brotherhood, which the British laid down for them. So the brotherhood society that have peace and unity among them, that enable them to share our commonwealth, while we, the indigenous who host our father's land, are suffering. These are the spirits manipulating or manifesting in the life of our daughters and our sons today, whereby a senator wardrobe allowance, we pay salary of 10 workers. It is shoe allowance, we pay salary of 7 workers. His t-shirt allowance or singlet allowance, we pay salary of 8 workers. These are the problem and fact we are facing in the land. If this thing is cut off, that they are no longer receiving all this allowance, they receive only salary the way other workers receive it, all these things we are seeing today will not be there. People are desperate to make money, will not be there. Because if you're a senator desperate to make money, and you the follower, you must be desperate to make money. If a father is a criminal, the children will want you among the children will emulate. So if our leader has a better law for themselves that guide themselves, the follower will have a better law that will obey them. So that is it. To let the government who are in society of the brotherhood, let them leave that brotherhood and begin to work for the people of the land, so that their flag, which they call their banner, will be of justice to live for their children. Because the banner they are living for the children is what the children are practicing today. So that is why these people said they came from London or whatever that girl was talking about. It is the same banner they taught them. All these senators, we know what all these governors and presidents, whatever, when they want to do election, we know what is going on in the country. However, Odomuamu will be doing everybody, children and everywhere. We lost here, lost there. We know how it goes in the country. So these are what people are facing. If these leaders are genuine, pure in heart, they can swear with our this thing to office, our tradition to office. All this Odumomo that they are doing this guest in the name of they want to make million overnight will not be happening there. So because my minute will not take over. So that is it. I don't really know how many minutes. Thank you.
Okay. Oga, Mr. Odowa, thank you, sir. Sometimes, Mr. Odowa, if you talk, so I'll be hook up and hook down again. Hook up, I never hear the hook down for inside before. First time I'm hearing it.
Thank you, Mr. Elvis. I like that. Hook down. I like that. Mr. Odua, you will go on record though. You will go
I
on
say laugh what finish me. You say hook up and hook down.
Hook down.
Kai, wala. Let me take this call before I call on the next person. Thank you, ma, for calling back. You have 1 minute. Please talk to us. Good evening to you.
Oh, no, that was thank you. Thank you for sure. Bless you. I didn't talk about that little girl that's bias there. I just want to give advice to parents, to young girls, young women, young men who have children. I've worked in the prison service in this country for good 13 years. I was the officer. I saw a lot of things that even if they wake me up in my bed, if they say that it be a miracle for me to wake up, I will decide to go back. Please, parents, don't say because you are even there with your children, things are not happening. Don't bring people to your home that you don't know their background. Don't bring people near you, or they are coming from Africa, they want to stay with you. Things I've seen, I've heard with my ear. Children in their own home, what have happened to them, even parents do to their children. We just look at ourselves and say the world is finished. So I'm advising, look at this girl that just by herself, her life is gone. Just like that, because of the carelessness of the idea that was put to look after her. Please, I'm talking, I'm begging. I'm like a hook. I follow my children like hook. I'm sorry, people mock me, but I don't care. That's because I've seen it with my eye. Look after your children. It happens
Thank you.
anywhere. See, the toilet can happen. Please, even in churches.
Thank you.
I've seen it. Yes, in the toilets. Please be careful, all of us. God will help us. Thank you.
Thank you, Lord. God is my strength. God bless you, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you. All right. Let me take Ogashimize. You also get 1 minute. Ogashimize, you have 1 minute as well. Talk to us.
Yeah, this is why I come back. I disagree with anybody that's saying government is the cause of whoever that do hookup. There is a lot of work out there. You can go and learn trades. If they are listening now, they will say, "Oh, these people are saying government." Then more of them will come out and start doing it. Stop looking other people. Just believe on yourself. You can do it. Not that, oh, this person have a G-Wagon, this person have this. And like I said before, if social media is not today, if you have your money, please keep it for yourself. Don't come to social media and be spoiling people and be bringing people, making people to go astray. If you hold your money, keep it for yourself. But see, let me tell you, I'm not saying that what Hushpuppi did is good. This is the reason why they grabbed Hushpuppi. But I know he did wrong because of social media. If you have money, please don't come to social media to waste your money again. Hold your money inside your room and hold your wealth inside your room. Don't put this new generation to the test. Please, Madam Wash, thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ogashimize. Thank you. So, callers, please, we are done for tonight. Thank you very much. Okay, let me call on the next person to speak to us, which is Madam Patricia. Stay with us. Madam Patricia, if you're available, please give your final submission 4 minutes. Okay. Okay, you are there. Okay, I should pass. Okay, that's fine.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Thank you, ma'am. Okay, let me come to Madam Luke. Madam Luke, please give us your final submission.
All right. Thank you very much again for having me here, discussing something a little bit away from Nigerian politics, which is still related, by the way. Everything ties down to Nigerian politics. On a final note, I will say, and I'm very glad I am not in Nigeria, and I'm in a place where I can see things objectively, where I know going to indulge in hookups, it's not a normal behavior. Right now, we are judging the case of people like R. Kelly and Hush Daddy or P Daddy or whatever his name is. All those people there that are going for hookups, are they from poor homes? No, they're not. So what does that tell you? For you to indulge in such a thing, there must be some psychological or spiritual damage to both your body and your soul. And you are even the worst victim because you don't even know yourself anymore. And that's why I always appeal to Mr. Niger Watch. You need to temper justice with mercy, because it's not enough for you to just come out and say all those celebrities. I don't know any celebrity that in Nigeria that came from a wealthy home. I do not. I read Mercy Justice's story before she got married and before she got her limelight into that Nollywood. It was pitiful. She went through hell. And I'm not just talking of the hands of Nollywood, and even for her to survive, she was hawking pure water. She was carrying bags for people like Genevieve. And so you can imagine how she had to crawl her way from the top to where she is. So learn. My lesson to take home for this, you see these people you are seeing out there, they are victims. They are all victims. Indulging in hookup is not a normal behavior. There is nothing normal about it. Only sick people do such things. And the fact that they're showcasing wealth, it doesn't take away from it. It doesn't take away from the insult. It doesn't take away from the pain. So it's just the way they cope. So you cannot just come and say, yeah, all this one, they're doing this, they're doing this. The fact that they have made it that far, like Mr. Chris Dublin said, once you are damaged for life, especially when it comes to the girl child. And then you wonder when they go into marriages, they cannot function. Nobody can open their mouth and tell you what their eyes have seen. Because they will be shamed, they will be castigated, they will be insulted. And what options do they have? But to remain dysfunctional, at the end of the day, they take their lives. So please, to take out of all this, I'm not blaming the married woman or those girls that went there. It has become a disease. Seeking for recognition that you never had, that your parents never. That is why I will always praise my father to today. He was a single parent of 4 children. He never left the house after 7 o'clock. My mother was the one that was not at home because for her own reason, she was the one that had to go and work. So it balanced pretty well. And I like the fact that it was a single man that was a single parent because we had structure in our lives. And when a man has shown his daughter that you have the best thing in a father that can love you from a man's perspective, how can you go and do hookup? When a man has raised you as a princess, why would you want to go and do a hookup? But in Nigeria, they're talking about culture. Most of these people with polygamy, they don't even know where their children are. One grandmother in the village is raising them, and then meanwhile they are servicing all kinds of people in the village, and you think some of them carry the one who has help in Lagos. So you see, when you have an absentee parent, one present parent is better than 2 absentee parents. So that's why, Daddy, I love you very much, because right now there's nothing any man can give me that I cannot give myself. I'm not boasting. Thank you.
Madam, look, I better not going to threaten us for a year.
I go threaten you when?
Who shall I be say, we they try? We they try. You know, Madam, look, listen. One thing you must understand is this. As for me, now with you, I don't see. I spend more time in Nigeria than everybody that is on the panel here. So I know these people. And it's also my field. I'm a filmmaker. So I know these people. I know what I'm saying. So what happened in their childhood, I don't know. Now, only way I don't know be that. But in terms of a lucrative business as a hookup or hook down, like Mr. Dua Tokam, is very, very common in the Nollywood industry right now.
Mr. Elvis, who told you it's a lucrative business? Who told you it's a lucrative business? If it's a lucrative business, they will not be working. They will not be hustling now. They will not be hustling. These things are symptoms of something underlying, and you say you don't know what happened in their childhood. Maybe you need to start paying attention.
No, I can't rewind my time to.
No, you have to, because that is where we lose it. You can't come to a hospital and start diagnosing a person without looking for a history.
No, I don't need to go to anybody's childhood. Nobody needs to go to
that is where you are doing us a disservice, because then
nobody needs to go to anybody's childhood.
Then you have not even started addressing the problem.
In fact, not even Nigerian government that can do it. Not even you. Nobody can do that.
Excuse me, how did Mr. Bola Tinubu end up in Mogaji's house?
You know, to be honest,
how did your president end up in Alhaji Mogaji's house?
Don't let us divert. Let me tell you, 8 out of 10, as a Nigerian celebrity right now, they are doing hook up and hook down.
Excuse me, where are their parents?
I don't know.
Okay, then you see, Mr. Niger, what you are taking this? You see. You are starting from now. Like I gave you an example. Go and read Mercy Johnson's history. And
how did you Mercy Johnson here now?
No, I'm not talking about Mercy Johnson because she's the famous one. Read Omotola. How she lost her. Listen, you need to go back and pay attention.
No, all the one who they talk so anyway, if you can
listen to Genevieve. Read how she was growing up. All these people are living very sad lives because of what happened to them in their childhood.
Okay, thank you, Madam. Look, time Doris may go to bed. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, so good night.
Thank you very much, everyone. I appreciate you all. Madam Rita, don't come back. Now support you want to support, so not be say you want to give submission. I know you, madam.
I am here to educate, not and to support as well.
I beg, madam.
I am supporting for the right information. I am supporting for the right education. I am supporting for the right awareness, Mr. Elvis. And I make no apologies for it. Mr. Luke, God bless you.
Not me, support. To be Madam Luke, God bless you for inside me.
Of course, I forgot something. My lovely mommy diaspora, I love you, Gedegbe. And I love my sister Irene and every other person, the Madam Tusabi, all of you. You're all wonderful. And I also greet all the great men and women in this panel. Mr. Elvis, you are a great guy. Yes, Madam Luke, God bless you. See why? Fathers, those of you who are fathers. Fathers, mona hear word though, mona hear, mona open obstacles. Your frontal lobe.
I mean, will not be Madam Luke, Abby.
I think to support you, of course. I'm Madam Luke.
Good. I am speaking in my favor. Go ahead. 4 minutes.
Every man, okay, speaking in your favor, I'm going to go to the men. Every man listening to the sound of my voice, wherever you are, any man whose head is screwed in the right direction, every single man who has the fruit of his loins, every man now, even if it's not the fruit of your loins, listen to me. By the way, the fruit of your loins is your children, especially the girl child. The reason why I'm saying the girl child, it's not like I'm not trying to make the boy child irrelevant, but the girl child is very vulnerable. Like I keep saying, it's a man's world. Wake up and smell the coffee. It is a man's world. Whether you're in North America, Europe, or Africa, it is a man's world. And when we have such things happening in the world we live in today, the most vulnerable ones are the older ones, the little kids, and the females. Yes. Please, all the men, make your daughters feel like a princess. Making her feel like a princess doesn't mean spoiling her to become a brat or to give you potential hypertension. Make her feel that there is no man that she can easily fall to because of his affirmations towards her. Because in most cases, those affirmations are fake because they just want to get something from them, most likely SEX, from them. Affirmations like, you are beautiful. Oh, you talk so well. You have a good shape. You this, you that. Your hair is this. Your eyeball is bigger than Okpolo eye. All those things. You don't need any man to tell you those things to make you feel good. Because if you had a good father that has treated you like a princess that you are, there's nothing a man can give you as an adult that you will fall for. There's nothing. If you have to fall for a man, you fall for a man because of, you see the things that the man has that is in tune with your perception of, this is the kind of person I want to be with. So many girls do not have this father figure. A lot of them have daddy issues. And that's why it's so easy, especially these days. So any girl to fall for anything on the internet, to feel out of place, to feel that they need to get, if my friend is wearing one designers, they feel that they need to get that designers to feel like a woman or to feel accepted. Because there's nothing for them to look up to, nothing to inspire. It's part of all the vices that we're experiencing. It's part of what all these young girls, what their experiences are, including the celebrities that Madam Mr. Elvis was talking about. Mr. Elvis is quite right because he's in the entertainment business. He knows what he sees. And Madam, look, you mentioned something and I wanted to mention it before. I don't know if any of you are following this PDD story. You look at his mother and where he was coming from, and look at so many damaged celebrities. This is just America. What about Nigeria?
Madam Rita, sorry, I have to praise you for this one. That one is another level kettle of fish.
In fact, and I'm looking at the Nigerian entertainment industry. I know some girls who were forced into this kind of, let me use the word prostitution, because using the word hookup is like saying money laundering. Instead of, according to Falana, just call it thief. White man will always find a fancy word to describe something that is not right. A thief is a thief. Don't say he's laundering money. He's a thief. He's stealing the money and he's running away with it. It's not even hookup. It's prostitution. It's prostitution. It's not those ladies who are walking on the streets are only prostitutes. No. Before in the past, they used to call it runs. Now they've upgraded. They're calling it hookup. It's prostitution, my people. That's what it is. And those people that you're talking about in the government offices and all that, okay, all those parties that are doing, are you guys going to deny that they don't do all those parties, all those underage girls? Look at the PDD story. Look at what this is the high and mighty, the society involved. So why wouldn't they pipe someone like Mr. Andrew?
Thank you.
Why? Mr. Elvis, my time cannot finish. Oh, this is a very important topic. Oh, with all due respect, sir. Okay, let me stop. Let me respect the rules. Before people will say this is favoritism. Okay, 2 more minutes. Okay, so my point is, you know, this vices that we're seeing in our society, you know, women being RAP and, you know, all those things happening, the prostitution, you know, we really need to look inwards within ourselves as parents, fathers especially, fathers. Pay attention to your daughters. It's not just about paying school fees or buying her sanitary pad. Pay attention to your daughters as well as your sons. Because if you see some men who, because, okay, I don't want to talk too much. Now, many men of today have issues. And it stems from what happened to them when they were young boys, how they were raised. So as adults, it's difficult for them to even know how to be a husband, or even know how to be a father, or even know how to be a leader in society. It comes down to the family unit, the nuclear unit. You see, when people are talking about, you know, raise your child well, raise your child, they say, I beg, this one is talking. No, because train up a child, and they say train up a child well, and, you know, it shall never depart from him or her. Even if they are adults, even if they've gone through the throes of life, but whatever the training that they got as young children, it sticks with them. It never goes away. It never. And by the way, do you know that this is medical proof now? For someone to be described as an adult, listen very well, is when that child is 25 years old, medically. Those of you in the medical world, please do your research. I'm not a medical doctor, but I have seen clinical psychologists speak, gynecologists speak. I've seen doctors speak about this when they talk about adulthood. A full grown human being is grown at 25 years old. So you can imagine what is going on at the children below 25. And most cases, women develop more or faster than men, than boys. Girls develop faster than boys. So that's why you have to pay extra attention to your daughters. Extra attention, extra. It's very important. God bless everybody. No, you're going to stop me very soon. For sure, raise matter, Mr. Alvis. Maybe that one is tomorrow. Hopefully, I'll be able to join.
Are you not properly tomorrow? Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. Thank you. All right. I would like to quickly move on to the next person. Abdul Malik, if you are there, sir, your final submission. 4 minutes.
Yeah, good evening, Nigeria Watch. I say this hookup of it, I will not comment, but let me just quickly comment. There is what somebody said. It is sad, whatever we hear somebody died. May that lady soul rest in peace. And now you see, there is our government, I will blame them 50-50 for the issue, because when they provide provision for our people, I believe that hookup it will less, understand, it will not much. It's 50-50. And sometimes it still depends on the person individual. Somebody is doing hookup, it's not with his high. It's like devilish something, it's devil attitude, just like criminal, understand? It's not normal something. It's like evil something. But there is something somebody say in the panel now, like American, like some like get tell you to give money. No. Let me tell you one thing. Most of those our girls now, they imitate those Western people. Is it not Western world? You see prostitute have registered with government. They approve it, yes. It's registered. with government, you can prostitute anywhere. But when you are not registered, when you are not registered, you are prostituting. They can trace you, they can find you. But when you are registered, they cannot do you anything anywhere you go. Yeah, prostituting in the Western world, they register with government. Thank you.
All right, Mr. Abdul Malik, God bless you, sir. Thank you very much. Mr. Jonathan, please, your final submission, 4 minutes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Elvis, thank you very much. I greet all the panelists, every one of you there. Thank you, and all those on the comment section. I greet everyone. I want to thank the ladies in the house. They have spoken it. For me, I agree with them. I would say almost entirely, because for me, as a family man, I won't say I'm conservative, but I believe that it all boils down to the family. To the family, that is the family. And I think one of the ladies mentioned something there that is so profound and fundamental. I believe either Madam Luke or Madam Rita, one of them said that everything boils down from the home, and that this thing it has a way of coming back. You will see some ladies, they have, even though they are now married women, they are now married, completely married with children. They've been married for 5, 6, 7, 8 years. This thing is in them. At one point, it will just spring out. It is not something that they develop at that age. It has been there already. So what does that tell me? That tells me that this is a fundamental family problem right from the root. So it boils down to that. And for me, summary of this, I will still bring government to it. Government has a role to play. Whenever there is a societal problem, that's where government comes in. If there are any issues in the society and government see that this thing has become or is becoming or turning to be a menace, government comes in. Government has a way to deal with this. They can do it. If not to completely get it off, that is, eradicate it completely, which of course is almost impossible. But they will reduce it to a level that it will not be this disgraceful. And it's an indictment on family in Nigeria. Each and every family in Nigeria. This is an indictment. It speaks to all the families of that country. So that's what I just want to say on this. It's so pathetic. It's unfortunate. And I like the word that my brother, Mr. Odua, used today. I like it. I don't know, maybe that word is already out there, or you just coin it yourself. But I heard it from you for the first time. So for today, I'll give it to you. Hook down.
Thank you.
I hook down. That has entered into my own dictionary, and I think it's appropriate. Hook down, not just hook up. There's also hook down. Thank you very much, Mr. Elvis. I thank you very much, and I thank fellow panelists. Thank you.
God bless you, God, Jonathan. Thank you so much. No, all right, let me quickly move on to Mama H.O. Please, ma, give us a final submission, 4 minutes.
Well, as we sleep and wake up as a people in our society, and as we bring forth children into the world every day, we should know that for the child to become a responsible adult tomorrow and possibly a responsible leader, the child is competing with a lot of evil from the internet, from those we are living with or living around that we can't be trusted. And even from, you had a case where father at the origin of the molestation of a child. We are having a society where a mother will say, oh, your father is late, and as my son, you look like your father, therefore come and sleep with me. These are the things that are happening. And just the Bible has advised us as parents, train up a child in the way it should go so that he will not depart from it. And when we now talk about the church, where you expect those training to take place, The pastor molests the children. Even when the woman is having issue and she now went to talk to the pastor to seek counsel, to see if they can intervene for the home to be healthy, the pastor sleeps with them. And this is the society we are in. Then we now talk about our leaders. Some of them also perpetuate this we are talking about. Plus their looting and the corruption that goes on. And sometimes when you see all this and you are not brought up like that, you just shake your head and you weep and you ask yourself, is it better not to have children than to have children that have a society that will not encourage them to become exactly who God created them to become? It is ashawo or prostitution, as you will call it. But now they now coat it with sugar and call it hookup and all this thing. But the question is, both men and women, because the men did before, when I was growing up, it is sugar daddy you hear. But now there is sugar mommy. So both the male child is in trouble and the girl child. So our youth we see today, they are the product of what the society has made them to become. You talk about upbringing from home. Parents are not even at home anymore to bring them up. Because we are all chasing what? Money. And the Bible made me to understand, naked we came into this world, naked we are going back. So if your taste is to become wealthy, do not give birth to a child that you will not be there for them to raise them up. Because if we don't raise them up, they become what they are today in our society. May the good Lord have mercy on us and help us to correct this menace. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, man. Thank you very much, Amaechi. I'm so happy that you are beginning to add your golden voice to this struggle. Thank you. I appreciate every one of you right there. Thank you so much for your time with us. Let me quickly move on to the next person so that we can round up. Peace officer, you can give your final submission at 4 minutes.
Lady, yeah, for hookup. If we are to be definite about them, it's called sex for money. You see, they went on a transaction, sex for money. We should never forget that.
No. Those words you don't need to go there now. You don't use those words on here, please.
You said they went. Okay, let's use for transaction. Let's say transaction. They went on a transaction, right? Illegal transaction. So that's as a result of poverty. It's simple. You can understand that. That doesn't mean that there are no other people other ladies in the society that does not go on a normal, go out to have fun on daily basis. You have them in the society. But in this case, it's on an illegal transaction. They went on a transaction. So that's on the poverty. It's just like the same thing. You have people who do Yahoo. But even using the word Yahoo, it's like you are even elevated them. It's internet fraud. People who are doing internet fraud, they are stealing people's money. It's criminal. So if you're stealing people's money, it's on the basis of poverty. You don't have money, right? People don't have money, so people want to survive. So it's a societal problem, this one. You understand that? So the society failed them. So they are doing anything to survive. How about those who are doing ritual? People who are buying people for money. It's the same thing because they believe that without that they cannot survive in the society where they're living in. So all of this they are illegal transactions. So it's supposed to be addressed by the government. So you cannot take away government on this one. But there are also people who are suffering, who decide because of their home training, who decide to stay. They try as much as possible to succeed and in a right way. So some of these things is very complicated. This issue is very broad. People can argue about it. People can bring in different perspectives. Oh, why this thing is happening? But if you are definite, then we are able to address them according to their, to their presentation, the way they are being presented. How do you look at it? Why is this happening? So you have to be able to debug all of these issues and fix them. So it's very broad. You can't really bring one particular solutions to this problem, honestly speaking, because it's very, very broad. It's a broad situation. There are people who have money and their guests are exposed to, their emotions have been exposed. It's at its climate, very high. They can't stay in a day without seeing a man, and that's not for money. So this topic is very, very broad. Very, very broad. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate you guys.
All right, Oga Pisov, thank you, sir. Thank you for your submission. Okay, let me come to Oga Chris. I think that's the last person on the panel. Yeah. Oga Chris, please
Yeah.
give us.
Mr. Nanjaros, thank you very much as we begin to wind down. And thank you for this topic. Yeah, not just politics, and this is a very good diversion. Well, I think enough or a lot has been said on this issue. And for me, my final conclusion still remains what I said before, and that is whoever we turned out to be in future is determined by the environment we were in the past. It is the environment that determines most of the things that we become. Because if we talk about environment, it has to do with a lot of factors. Your parental upbringing, and not just your upbringing, the kind of things you are exposed to, not just only in the home now. Your environment, it entails everything, even in school, because you could have a good parental upbringing, but if unlucky for you, you find yourself amidst some children that are coming from dysfunctional home, and if that child is not careful, he can also become dysfunctional by association. So that's why I said environment is the key word, not just only the family. So I agree with the ladies that said that the parents, they really have to be vigilant, extra vigilant, especially on the non-verbal communication of their children, because there are so many things that children wouldn't want to say, but the way they react and a sudden change of attitude and refusal to go to school, and there's the one they call innocent abdominal pain. Children start forming, they have abdominal pain and things like that, just to avoid going to a particular place. So that's why the emotional intelligence of parents must be top notch, and so that it's not every time you just keep screaming down on your child if he or she doesn't want to go to a specific place. You have to have an open mind, and because these children, they were trusted in your care, for you to raise them to become better people in the society. Because no matter how we look at it, the society we see today is a product of the family, the individual family structure that we have in Nigeria. Because the family that are churning out these people that eventually become the leaders of the society. So the summary of my point is this: the environment should be looked at. It determines whoever we becomes in future. It plays a role. The environment is not just only about the family; it's an extension of everything that the child will come in contact with while the child is growing up. Then, as for Mr. Adua, yeah, I just want to comment Mr. Adua because he's a professor of etymology in this house. I think he's a specialist in neologism because he always coin many words in every presentation he does here. So for that, nobody can take that away from him. If you open a dictionary, He has produced so many words here, not just only today. So, Nigerians, mothers, parents, fathers, whatever it is, we have to pay attention to what is happening in the life of our children, because what the society turns out to be is actually manufactured from the family and the environment that the child grows up in. So, with that, Mr. Nanjawas, thank you once again for this opportunity and for carefully selecting these topics that affect the life of Nigerians. And Mommy Diaspora, thank you so much for all you do. And the people on the comment section, like I've said, you people are like the echo chamber of this broadcast, because just going through the comment section, one can see that, and you guys are just re-echoing what we say here in very divergent way, looking at it from different angles. So I use this evening to salute you all and greet you all for all you do. And the people listening to us, taking your time to listen and make telephone conversations in this discussion, I greet you all especially for keeping the spirits and this work going on. And thank you all, and Mr. Nanjawoch, good evening and God bless.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Sorry, Mr. Nanjawoch, so sorry. I wanted to ask tell Mr. Rita, I wanted to clarify something Madam Rita said real quickly, if she's still there. You know, right sure. At this point where you start taking your let me say pre or post adolescent children to the pediatrician, and there are sometimes they will prefer for the parents or nobody to be there, and I'll tell you why. You cannot go to them with you cannot be present with them on every visit, and this is the reason why, because most of the abuse is from home. Sometimes it's from home, and when they put the abusers there with the children cannot say nothing. So what most facilities do here is that not only one person is in the room when the children are being examined. There must be always an attendant or somebody else there. And it's difficult for two professionals to commit the same crime at the same time. So yes, while I would say that parents should not allow their children to go to doctor's visits alone, I will make sure there was somebody else there, because if the parents are there, the children they'll never feel comfortable to talk, especially if the abuse is being perpetrated at home. So when I took my children to the doctor, I was very comfortable to leave them there, because that was the only time they would have expressed themselves and get the help that they need if something wrong was going on at home. Thank you.
I'd like to respond. Madam, look, you see what you said about the second professional being in the room. What you said is correct, but however, that started when they started finding out that some professionals, when they're alone with the kid, they have been abused. I told you this is a serious case that I know very well, because I have a family member that was a doctor in that hospital, where there was somebody there was a pediatrician who was over 40 years of experience, have been abusing children. It was a big issue, over 40 years and this happened like perhaps 10, 15 years ago in the United States. So things like that will also make them make decisions where a second professional will be in the room. But in the previous years, that wasn't happening. But however, in some places, it's still happening. So that's why I am saying this out there now, in case you're in a country where a second person is not in the room, please ask for it. Ask for it. It's very, very important, but not to leave your child alone, because you can't trust nobody. You can't. That's the message. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, everybody. I appreciate you all. We've come to the end of the broadcast. It's Sunday, so we're going to continue from where we stop tomorrow again. I appreciate every one of you. Thank you so much for coming in, Madam Luke. I appreciate you, Mr. Abdul Malik. Thank you, Mr. Jonathan. Thank you very much, Mama Aisho. Thank you, ma. Appreciate you. Peace off. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Oga Chris, thank you. Mr. Oduwa, thank you. I appreciate every one of you, Madam Rita. Thank you so much. And Mr. Destiny, you were here earlier on as well. I appreciate you as well. Those of you that called in, thank you so much, Madam. Love God is my strength, and many others that called in. Mr. Shimize, thank you very much. God bless you all. On the comment section, Mother of all Mommy Diaspora, thank you very much, Mommy, for all you do. I appreciate you. Thank you very much, Mother Patricia. Thank you so much. I appreciate you as well for joining the panel. Thank you, Bachai Nofe, my dear sister. Thank you very much, Peggy Modi. Thank you, Eugenia. Thank you for the support. Suyemi, thank you very much, and every one of you. Thank you, Adilaja Ogumbiyi, Peggy Modi. Love God is my strength. I appreciate all the support. Thank you, Oga Chris. You're back there. Rosie Ayos, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Jidima, Dr. Happy Life. Thank you, Fields. Thank you very much, my people. Madam Luke, once again, Black Panther. Now only Black Panther be the only person where I know for this panel. You go ask for a link, you go post link, then you go ask for the link again immediately within a second. Then you go repost them again. Then you go still ask. Then you can't end up by today by saying, "I wish you posted the link." I would have come in, shock everybody with what I wanted to come and say, and the link was just posted. It was there. So I think we need to buy Gongo for this man. Gongo, we go to the read link, only link. Gongo, where they read link. For anybody have recommendation for that, please let us know. Thank you very much. Yeah, my brother, Mr. Akim. Thank you very much for the super chat. Father, this one I want to pass through. So God bless you, my brother. That is Akim right there. Akim, the like say you don't go relax now. You say, be like say you are very confident. You don't want campaign for your principal anymore. You believe saying that you want your win. You know, so when you guys are too confident like this, I fear now. You are not campaigning for your principal anymore, Mr. Akim. So say not be ring on one ring and so. Okay. Anyway, thank you very much, my people. I appreciate you all, my people. God will bless you now. We've come to the end of the broadcast. Who else is right there? Okay, I just wanted to acknowledge daylight on the daily part. Okay, daily light on the daily part. Okay, I like your name. Thank you very much. Patience is there, Mudia. Thank you, Mother Tusabi. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, my people. Andrew Peter, thank you. Yes, we need to end the show right now. I'll see you guys tomorrow, my people. Have a good night, and help us to press on the like before you leave. Help us to share. And for those of you joining our platform for the first time, always read our description. We are here calling out our government to do the right thing. We are only demonstrating our constitutional rights. So as you and I know that Nigeria is not working. So please subscribe to our channel, hit the notification bell to be notified whenever we are live like this so that you can join the live interaction. You know, thank you very much, my people. And God bless you now. Good night and bye for now.
No more bad government in Nigeria. Nigeria what? The only media that have been consistent speaking against the bad government and for the purpose for reformers. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. The only media that have been speaking. No more bad government. The voice of the voiceless. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. For the poor. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what media. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. In Nigeria. No more bad government. No more bad government. No more bad government. The only media. No more bad government. The number one media in Nigeria. No more bad government. That have been speaking against government. No more bad government. Nigeria what? No more bad government. Nigeria what you? The voice of the voiceless. The voice of the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria what? Voice for the voiceless. Nigeria Watch Media. The only media that have been speaking against bad government. Being consistency since 1944. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Umuwame. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. Voice for the voiceless. media saying that you guys are the number one. Naija Watch,
Come on, Naija, watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed. As you press thumbs up.
Anything you put your hands is blessed. As you do thumbs up. Favor will locate you. Praises will locate you. Anything you put your hands is blessed. Is blessed. Is blessed.
Come on, Naija, watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed.
Before we run away from you, as you press thumbs up, God will favor you. This week we favor you. Every day we favor you. God will do new things in your life as you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 Amen.
Come on, Naija, watch family and friends. Let's do this together. Anything you put your hands is blessed.
Amen. 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 As you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 As you press thumbs up. Amen. 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 Amen.
See your wife, he go they gbadu you. Friends, he go look up to you. Every blessing go they follow you. Oh yes, as you press thumbs up, the calamity go run away. Oh. Bad thing go run from you. Oh. Everything go come better, better, better. So far make you just do thumbs up. Oh, yeah, do thumbs up. No, 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 no. Amen, 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 amen. Amen, 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 amen.
Anything you put your hands is blessed. As you do thumbs up, favor will locate you. Praises will locate you. Anything you put your hands is blessed. Is blessed. Is blessed.